GearNetwork.com.
This is a Gear Network production.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, all the world gonna stand.
Welcome everyone, this is Sleazy.
This is the Fatman.
And welcome everyone to another wonderful episode of The Wrestling Show. Blue Smock Nancy, they're awesome. They let us use that wonderful song, Unsettling Differences. You can find them on iTunes and Spotify. Fatman.
Sleazy.
I think we can consider this a special.
Aren't all our shows kind of special?
Okay, fair point. This one's more special than normal. Tonight we're going to actually do a watch along.
That was my mouse trying to work here. Yes.
Motherfucker.
Got it. All right.
We're actually going to do a watch along tonight. Something that we've never done before, so I wonder how this is going to work.
Shitty.
Very shitty. But we're going to try it. Why not? But we're going to do it from a show that we were both live and in person for. Impact Wrestling and Xcite Wrestling presented a one-night-only pay-per-view called Night of the Dummies back in August. It just came out on the Global Wrestling Network. If you want to watch this show or any other Impact content, please go to globalwrestlingnetwork.com. Check out the show. It's going to be a fun watch for sure for us. Like I said, we were there live. We have not seen the final product because that's how we fucking roll here. My first viewing is this viewing that we're going to watch right now.
Same.
So
if you guys do want to join us on the Global Wrestling Network, I think you already said it. Fire it up. Go to One Night Only, Night of the Dummies, and then you'll have this. Pause it right at 0.00. I have the FBI warning up. I know Sleazy wants to do some background on the show before we begin.
Yes. First and foremost, I didn't put out there. It's $7.99 a month for Global Wrestling Network, but for the first 30 days, it's free. So if you sign up for the premium content with a credit card, they give you the first 30 days free. So check it out. Normally, I don't like to do plugs like this because, fuck them. But they were wonderful to do a show like this for us, and I think that hopefully this turned out well. We'll find out. But like I said before, this happened in Binghamton, New York. This was the first time Xcite's ever really done a show of this magnitude. I was there personally. I did a lot of just running around backstage doing minor stuff, and then I just sat down and watched the show when we actually got to the main parts of the show. I was out in the crowd for a little bit. I saw a lot of the backstage stuff that happened. I know I don't want to talk too much about it just for privacy reasons because it's not my promotion.
Right.
But I do want to say that Sanjay Dutt was there. Josh Matthews was there. They were on commentary for the night. They were also doing other backstage segment stuff there that night. It was a lot of great. There was an atmosphere to the show that was really, really positive that I really enjoyed. I did not think it was going to be that. And a lot of the people that came for this show were also pleasantly surprised about what actually was, what the mood was, what the thought processes were, because there was a lot of tenuous thoughts coming into the show. Was this going to actually happen? There was another show in Mississauga that was also one night only taping. Were we going to lose talent to that? Were we going to do? Were they going to cancel on us last minute? What was going on? So there was a lot of questions thrown up in the air, almost all the way to the day of the show. Sanjay was great to work with. He was really cool backstage. Jimmy Jacobs was also there. You'll see that as part of the show. I got to talk to him a lot. If you listen to our last show, we talked. We obviously did this year's Hell in a Cell, and then I put last year's Hell in a Cell review and basically that entire episode as part of last week's show. And one of the things we talked about on that show, funnily enough, was Jimmy Jacobs getting fired from WWE. So let's pull back the curtain. I wanted to talk really quickly about that. He did want to get fired. You were actually right. You had said during the segment where we talked about Jimmy Jacobs that, hey, conspiracy theory, but what if he was trying to get fired? He was trying to get fired. Maybe that was a year too late, whatever.
And that's why I'm the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, so you were able to sniff that out. Good for you. Congratulations. But yeah, it was really cool talking to a lot of the Impact guys that came in. Everyone was really gracious about working with us. There was more of a sense of a cohesive locker room, which I didn't think was going to happen. A lot of times when you see another company, I don't want to say invade, but cohabitate in the locker room, I've heard of many stories of, well, the Impact guys are over there and the local guys are over on the other side. And there's really not much commingling. That wasn't the case at all. Part of the thing, I think, was the fact that a lot of the guys that were on the show tonight were also Impact guys, like guys like Dick Justice, or have worked with us before, like Eddie Edwards. Is there anything else you want to add? I know you had a different experience than I did. I was obviously doing a lot of backstage stuff. I was in the I want to say the not gorilla, but opposite gorilla, literally opposite gorilla, watching the show from the balcony. So
I was on the floor. I had second row seats. I'm just gonna give my take as we watch along. So okay, that's what this thing is, and I make a surprise appearance too.
Maybe, so if they didn't cut you,
they didn't. I went back and checked.
Oh, you fuck! God damn it! So the funny part is, everyone knows that I work for Impact, or not Impact Wrestling, but Xcite Wrestling, and I didn't make it on the show, but Fatman, who does make it on the show, despite not being an Xcite play, you fuck
right. Well, and I do have a story behind that too once we get to it, so we'll do that. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
All right, like I said.
3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1, and then play.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, so...
FBI warning.
we've already pirated this. So we come up with this wonderful little...
I love how they do a promo for the show you're about ready to watch.
Yeah.
Adam's like...
It's strange. So Fatman's not actually listening to the audio. I am in an earpiece. So I'm actually listening to the commentary and all the audio. And already I'm going to turn it down a little bit. But, yeah, available now.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like
so you see Impact Wrestling one night only, and then, Xcite Wrestling
there's
as well.
There's the Viking guy. There's Brian and April over there in the corner.
That's great.
But when I first walked into this set here, sorry for interrupting you.
Go for it.
This looks nothing like it normally does. Johnny did a great thing with this set. It looked fantastic. It may not look, to an Impact Wrestling fan, it may not look like much, but man, Johnny really booped up the Legion Post on this one.
Oh, absolutely. Jay Freddy, a little background. He's a former 2CW guy. He's he was part of Wrestle 1 in Japan. He went over for a tour in Japan. He wants to go back. He probably will before the year's out. This match is going to be all locals. It's so funny little note about this one. This was supposed to be a tag team match. Jay Freddy and Isis are tag partners in our promotion, but something happened and the card got changed. And
no. I know you're not gonna say backstage shit. Speak. What happened?
Well, I can't really say what exactly happened except somebody didn't show up.
Okay, that's all you need. Somebody didn't show up. The card got to get changed.
Right.
All right.
That's it. Simple as that. But the funny part is they're wearing matching gear because of it.
Gotcha.
That was the only point of saying all that, was that they're marrying absolutely matching gear, and it looks ridiculous.
I'm not a big fan of ISIS, and I know when we went to 2CW shows, he's always had the worst matches on the card. In my mind, foreshadowing here, this may be one of his better matches, and it's still just an okay match, if I remember the way I think I do.
Now, ISIS is a former 2CW champion. ISIS has had a long career, over a decade. He does also work all over in Canada as well. He is very well traveled, but this is going to be an interesting match. I actually was not around for this match, so I'm very interested to watch this match.
Really? Because I thought you were standing in the back right corner over there.
I was for a little bit, and then I had to walk back. So, what was your thoughts about the production of actually our set while we're sitting here waiting for the match to start?
Oh, it looks phenomenal. Like, you can't really see it, but there's actually a huge now you can see it. The light towers with the light stands, which will come into play later.
Yeah.
And
oh my goodness.
Those never there. The black curtains aren't there. That setup I don't think is there. He blacked out a lot of stuff. There's me right there in the glasses and the blue shirt. I'm already seeing myself being a mark. But
what a mark for yourself.
But there's never, and behind those black curtains are just like plaques. So Johnny wanted to cover it up, not make it look so, I guess, indie-ish, and he did a great job.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. What are your thoughts about the lighting? Because this was brand new to the rest to Xcite. I love the fact that it just brightens the ring so much more.
It really does, and compared to the 99 Problems pay-per-view we went to with 2CW, there was like no lighting in the same building. This place looks like it's lit up extremely well. And I'm already knowing right now, I like this camera angle, but when they zoomed in, I did not like it. I'm going to say I'm not really going to like these camera angles.
Yeah. So as you're probably aware, we have the hard cam right now. We have two handy cams on the floor. So,
excuse me. One of them is a former 2CW cameraman.
Yes.
Him right there in the green.
Yep.
Which I was surprised at, because I think Johnny said that they're going to bring in their own cameraman.
Yes, at one point they said they were going to bring in their own cameraman. That obviously didn't happen. Our normal camera guys that are part of Xcite were unfortunately booked for the same freaking night. We had in the state of New York and in Ontario, there were 3 shows happening the same night. Ow!
Ooh.
Ow! I did not see that.
See, I didn't either, because I'm on the other side of the ring.
Wow.
So, that was, I'm surprised he's walking.
Yeah.
He almost didn't have children.
Those guys are, or those guardrails right there, the guide rails, are not lightweight rails. They are.
Are those the normal Xcite rails?
Yes, they are.
They are, okay.
They are heavy duty rails. They are not very forgiving. And just in general are just kind of,
Ooh, that looked bad. He may be a split second ahead of me, though. But,
when you said, ooh, I heard it. So I think we're still fine.
If we're a few seconds off, it doesn't matter. But what was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. Never mind. It'll come back to me. But
here's the problem I have with this matchup is that Jay Freddy's really a pure babyface, and ISIS is trying to be a heel here, but I just don't think it works for the match. It just doesn't gel for me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a mark. But
I just keep focusing on that big, sexy guy with the glasses and the baby blue shirt. That's what I just keep focusing on. Yeah. Man, I'm not gay, but I'd fuck him.
I'm not gay, but I'd fuck him. I'm
not gay, but I see Johnny Moose in the back.
Yes. So
that's Johnny in the back left, closest to the big guy, closest to the stage.
Yes. Right next to the lighting rig there.
Yep.
So Johnny Moose is the promoter of Xcite Wrestling. He's been on the show before. In fact, he helped promote the show while being on our show. So one of the cool things about Impact and this one night only taping is it allowed a lot of guys that wouldn't normally get exposure get this huge stage to be able to perform. I think that was a really big deal for Xcite, but more specifically, a lot of guys on our roster that really deserved that spot.
I think Jay Freddy's one of the most underrated guys in the business. I haven't really seen him much outside 2CW. He's been places. You said he's in Wrestle 1 and stuff like that, so obviously he has a name over Japan, but I didn't even know that, till you said that, so.
Yeah. I find Jay one of those guys that will make it. He's been lauded as the next Davey Richards.
I wouldn't go that far.
By Davey Richards.
Sorry, Davey, I wouldn't go that far either.
Well, they always called Davey the next Dynamite Kid.
Ooh, what an uppercut.
That was really nice. Nice chop, too.
Davey Richards the next Dynamite Kid, yep.
Yeah, so I believe that it was just more of a nod to everyone in the line. He does have some pieces of Davey's moveset. He does have pieces of Davey's mannerisms as well. And frankly speaking, he's got the look. The pitfall style.
I did, and I just saw a big fucking sleazy bastard for a second.
Yep. So I was in full gear.
You were not at this point.
Was I? I don't think I could have sworn I kept my suit on all night.
Nope, you did not keep your suit on all night.
See, I know already don't remember.
There, barely saw yourself over in the right. I just saw your face. Oh, mate, no, that's not even you. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's another big fat fuck. No, that's you. I don't know. Anyway, we're distracted from this match.
The match has been nice, so I mean.
Except that, as soon as you say that, the worst DDT in the history of DDT, and I'm going over to Swarley, who's my roommate, who you will see a little bit more of in a minute, and he saying, "Now that's the ISIS FX I know." Because I remember him, he was against a big, tall British guy, and they just had the worst matches I've ever seen live ever. And the big, tall British guy's like, "I'm pumping on concrete for you guys." Yeah. I'm like, no, you're not. Like,
you're just a big fucking phony.
He's going for an Alabama Slam here. Oh, nope. Freddy's going for the J Driller. Nope, maybe not. Tiger Bomb.
Oh. So, one of the things that I found while I was doing I actually did some research for this show, believe it or not, was I found somebody that reviewed the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it Dave Meltzer?
No. Not at all. So I didn't want to read it too much.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He almost, how did Jay not break his neck?
Yeah.
Anyway, you don't want to read it too much. So
I didn't want to read it too much, obviously, because I really didn't want to get spoiled by anything. But I did take a look at some of the match ratings, and I found them hilarious. Because this guy he does a little,
write up?
Yeah, a little tiny, 2 lines about how the match was. And at the end of the day, everything's rated between 2.25 and 3 stars.
Everything?
And everything. It's barely between each match, right? But the amount of time he spends on saying so-and-so is terrible, this is terrible, this is good, this is great, this is not bad. Ooh.
That was bad.
That was an interesting DDT, but whatever.
And
That
that's
was
the end
it.
of the match.
That was the
And
finish.
Jay Freddy wins.
I don't remember the finish.
I don't remember any of this. Like, I remember certain things, but I don't remember, like, match finishes and stuff like that. But
So,
all right, so what do you give this match? What do you say about this match?
So one of the things that he brought up was that he thought Jay Freddy was a star, but Isis was downright dangerous.
That's actually true. So,
I mean, okay, yeah. I'm not.
oh, there's an almost nut shot like that.
That was trying to kill him, but that was pretty safe considering.
Yeah.
I will say that was safe.
And now here, okay, sorry to interrupt you again, but here is one of the, if they keep it in, I'm not sure. After like every match, everybody shakes hands, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird.
Now here comes one of the highlights of the show, and I got some backstory on this. Not this part. This is Eli Drake. He's playing some piano
At the Legion.
At the Legion, yeah. And he's wearing a leather jacket and jeans inside a Legion that's probably 90 degrees. By the way, that's what I was going to say. There's actually air conditioning in that Legion for like the first time I've ever been to a show there where the air conditioning was actually on.
Yeah. And it still didn't do a good job.
Oh, I thought it did great.
Oh, it was not good upstairs.
Well, heat rises.
Yeah, well, it was all up there. I was sweating all day, all night.
Well, that makes sense because you're fat.
That is true. That is also true. I'm actually really digging this.
I don't know what he's saying or nothing. Like I said, I haven't seen this part. Like,
yeah, this is... It's stupid, but it's funny. It's comical for what it should be.
I said I had no input because I don't know what he's fucking. I know he just said Eli Drake there.
Yeah. He just said, welcome to the show. I'm Eli Drake. He's cutting a promo for the show while on the show.
This should have been the opener then, if he's doing it that way. They
Yes.
should have opened the show
it's like
this.
It's like Isis and Jay was the opener, or the dark match.
The cold open?
Yeah.
There was the cold open for the show, which we didn't have this week because we were like, it's a wash long. We don't need a cold open.
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You got yourself a homicide? Wow.
Wait, is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
So another funny side story on this. So, a couple of weeks ago, like a week ago, there was a shooting at the Legion Post.
Was there?
Yes, and it included a murder. So, yeah.
Hooray! So when's the next show there? November 3rd?
I'm not sure yet. I'm really not sure.
Oh boy. What, people get drunk or something? Drug deal go bad?
Don't know. But it was bad enough that it made it to Binghamton City News, and obviously I found out through Moose. So, okay, so
fun.
Eli Drake is cutting to Eli Drake.
Yes. Okay, so this is where I actually am on the show. Remember that the sexy fat blue guy, glasses, and a baby blue t-shirt? You're going to see him here. So the story behind this is, remember, you barely see Brian. All right, so here comes Swarley. That's my roommate, the big fat fucking guy with the beard. And that was the other big fat guy. That's me. That's my roommate, Aaron. He's saying that his favorite wrestler is Moose. Now, we have Gatorades and stuff because we had beer. We got across the street of that Sunoco, and we were actually literally tailgating. One of the officials from the Legion said we couldn't drink on the premises, and there's me. One of the – that really is me. But one of the – saying that we can't drink on the premises. So they made us – they pretty much – what you don't see is there's actually official of the Legion behind the cameraman making sure we're not drinking beer during this because they wouldn't allow us to drink outside. How fucked up was that? So it made us look stupid that we're cheersing fucking Gatorade and fucking Brisk.
Yeah, well. Oh, well.
But, yeah. So, and I can say that I was produced by Sanjay Dutt. He gave us the lines to say. He wanted us to drink the beer.
Right.
But they just wouldn't allow us to do it.
Yeah.
So that was me. That's how I got on the show. The reason why we were tailgating, Dick.
Or as he's known, Richard Justice. Actually, oh wow, they did put Dick Justice.
I have a story about that. But anyway, to continue my story, this match for 2 heavyweights was actually pretty fun.
Oh, it's hilarious.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, like Brian and April. I don't know if you'll probably see them. Brian's wearing a Viking helmet. They normally tailgate, and they're actually allowed to drink and everything. Every time we go on anywhere to a show, they're there. They're drinking outside. So I'm like, hell, let me bring a couple chairs. Let me blast my music, get some chips and beer, and we'll tailgate with them. Little did I know they were catering for the wrestlers.
Yeah,
even though upstairs. Even though they told me that they were tailgating. Because I messaged them before I left.
Yeah, so normally they do. Normally they go down, but it was just a nightmare. So.
And what I didn't understand is they're saying that it was illegal for us to drink on the premises. I go, you have a liquor license and you have a serving license, therefore I can drink on your premises. And they go, no, you can't. I go, bullshit, I can't. I know the law in New York State. You have a serving license. I can drink on your premises, including parking lot. And I know that for a fact is because a cop came up to us while we were drinking and says, hope you have fun, fellas, and drove off. He didn't do shit. I'm thinking what happened is either they got busted for underage drinking. Probably what happened is people were getting too rowdy outside or someone underage was drinking and they got caught.
Almost certainly.
So I understand it from their perspective, but don't try to tell me what the law is when I know what the law is. But it is what it is. But that was my story. Oh, the Dick story. I saw him coming into. I don't know if I should say this or not, but I saw him coming into the arena, and I was like, "Hey, Dick, what's going on?" He's like, "Man," I was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "So are you going to be Dick Justice or Richard Justice?" He goes, "Richard Justice is dead."
Well,
So I don't know.
We're getting a little forward to it, but he cuts a promo after this. I'm not sure if we're actually going to hear it, but it's pretty amazing.
But because I don't know if that's foreshadowing that he's going off TNA or like he actually killed that character because he's a cop, or I don't know. So I don't know what's going on.
So Richard Justice, well, I will say this. Richard Justice is a dumb character to begin with, and he's been always known as Dick Justice.
Right.
And this show pretty much shows that they're willing to give him this character. So,
I hope
so too.
But the way he was saying it was like he wasn't going to be working for. He didn't say it. I'm not going to put words in Dick's mouth, but
you're going to put Dick in Word's mouth, though.
Of course, but they're drawing the line. But he pretty much kind of was saying that he may not be wrestling for TNA or Impact Wrestling anymore. He never said it, but he kind of implied it. So I don't know. I don't know the story. That's just the take I had on it.
I would be... Well, usually they do a year contract, and he hasn't been there a year.
The no thing, that's his.
Oh, my goodness. I fucking love Dick.
What's it? Fala Bala or whatever his name is? Fala Ba.
I think that, oh my goodness. Two Titans in the ring. Oh my goodness.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
And they're both tired.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a fucking amazing spot. I'm sorry.
It is. I think Dick was supposed to go out of the ring there, but...
Yeah, well...
Or he oversold it, but Dick was like, oh, shit.
It works. I love this audience. I really do love the Legion. If nothing else, we have a very positive audience.
Double clothesline!
I love this.
I hope the ring is reinforced for these two giants.
It was.
Was it?
There was definitely some reinforcements. This is actually a brand new ring, believe it or not. This is a brand new ring to Xcite. It wasn't the first time it was used, I don't believe, but it was definitely the first time it was used for Xcite. No body slam for you.
Went for the hero spot and missed it.
Wow.
They pull the gun on him! And the
gun is up.
Completely missed it.
Yeah.
Completely missed it.
Damn. But it's okay. It's okay. We got most of it, so.
I love how the refs just like... And that ref annoyed me the whole night. The whole fucking night.
He's one of those guys that... and forgive me for saying this, but he puts himself over a lot. He's not the first ref to ever do that. He won't be the last ref to ever do that. But he does put himself over.
There was during, like, a ref bump, he was just standing on the stage in plain view of everybody, waited for a spot, and then ran to the ring. Yeah. It's like, you couldn't wait it in the back or something? Because I know they got that shit on a monitor, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, did they have it on a monitor? Is what I'm asking you, in the back.
What's that?
Did they have the show on the monitor in the back? Oh, they didn't? Okay.
No. Everyone watching this was watching through the curtains or in the crowd, or like I said, upstairs in the So balcony. You're not gonna see this, but it's like a covered balcony on the hard cam side. So I'm watching this from basically hard cam, but just a little bit above. So
right.
Yeah. God.
That's a fat man. That guy's trying to steal my gimmick. It's the fat man right there.
Well, he's doing a better job right now. Look at that reaction shot. Oh my God.
A guy selling a wrestling move. The cameraman doing his job. Oh God. Ooh. Probably one of the only times a night you're going to see it.
Wow. So, a little backstory about Dick Justice. Dick Justice is actually his second or third character. He was in a.
You just hit him.
So he's originally
with his palms.
Palm strike. It was like a Hadouken. Oh, he did call it a Hadouken. Okay. Mr. Justice is from Rochester originally. He is a local guy. But also he was signed to Impact Wrestling as the standby wrestler Mr. Justice. That's great. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's going to do the flip. Ready? Nope.
Rolls over him.
I love that.
That was great. I laughed. I'm not a comedy guy, but this...
I am all in for comedy. I really am.
And that's where I thought he was going.
Look at Dick's tits.
Right. Didn't he looked like he gained weight. Because he was looking like he was bulking up and losing some weight. But here he looked like I don't know if his outfit's too small or...
I think part of it was that it wasn't that he's put on more muscle, but he's still got the weight on top of it.
Gotcha. So he looks like me. I got it.
So he's got this. So he's starting this strongman persona. And he actually legit did some strongman competitions. So that's a shoot. That's not a work. He actually did one recently. But anywho, Dick is really cool. He's one of those guys that knows comedy really, really well. He's been all over the place. Absolute Intense Wrestling, AAW in Cleveland. He was very well known for his spot with him singing Jumper to a guy trying to jump off from the top rope onto the floor. One of the greatest fucking segments of Absolute Intense Wrestling history.
I wish you would step back from that ledge.
Oh, it was great. Fucking phenomenal. We get the hero spot right there. Dick is like fucking...
He body slammed him, and now he's all like, yeah! Yeah, look at that.
Look at those guns, man.
Look at that fat woman in front of him. She's all like, yeah, give me some of that dick.
I need some of that dick, yo. Need some of that dick. So
terrible camera work here.
I will agree.
Okay, you see the Viking
close.
helmet? There it is. There's Brian and April right there.
So next to them
way
is
too
probably,
close.
Yeah,
way too close. You're right.
So here's one of the cool things, and I'll actually put the link to this somewhere. I don't know where. But we have a local fan named Juice. Juice is amazing. She has Down syndrome, and she's trying to get to. Wow, what a belly to belly. I don't know how he did that. So Juice is trying to get to WrestleMania by selling bracelets. And famously, Bull James caught wind of this and helped facilitate that through, I think it was Chaotic Wrestling down in New York. And
that's got to be the finish. 1, 2, 3.
It was.
Sorry to interrupt the plug. That's actually a really good plug. Keep going.
Yeah, but anywho, you can find it on his Twitter, also on the Chaotic Wrestling website. They're like $8, and 100% of the proceeds go right to Juice. She's trying to get to WrestleMania. Let's see if we can get her over there. I don't know. What did you? I don't want to say what did you rate the match, but how did you like this match?
I thought it was a fun match for two big guys. When I found out they were wrestling, I was like, I know it's going to be a comedy match, but I was like, oh god, two big guys don't do well. But it was nice. I liked it.
So once again, we have something that I don't get.
All throughout this show, this happens.
Right.
After almost every match, this happens.
It's like fucking Ring of Honor.
Like, why? What's the point? Like,
I don't know. That's what I don't. And
were they
here's the best part.
Were they instructed to do that?
Not that I'm aware of. So here's the funny part about this. Okay, so it does cut away. So we cut to this promo with Moose. But let me talk about a little bit of the past of that, or what happened after that match. So strangely enough, Ba wins the match, and then immediately books it to the back. Because Dick Justice cuts a promo about how, I'm Richard Justice in Impact, but here in this city, this arena, I'm Dick Justice, and this is what I do, this is who I am. So, I don't understand if they were going to keep that in here or not, but now that makes sense that they didn't, because why would they do this?
Right.
Well,
all I know is he's talking about some new iPhones coming out that he wants. Right there, iPhone. He's like, give me that iPhone. He's like, go give me that iPhone. Right here.
Okay, so this is a funny one. Okay.
Oh, so this was just filmed in the back. This wasn't.
Yes, this was filmed in the back.
Because when you said the interview, I was all like, I don't remember him doing an interview. Like,
well, here's another funny part. I was sitting 8 feet away from this because off to the side. Spoiler, because I'm a fucking fat ass. I was sitting there eating dinner, and I was watching this promo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
this is probably where I got my hot dog and nachos.
Probably. So, I feel like that there was a couple of matches missing. Because wasn't there a match or two between Isis and Justice?
I don't remember.
See, I don't remember.
I know this is Slick because the SWB, Slick Wagner Brown. Who should have been a 2CW champion, but in that very building, what do you think, tear his ACL or something?
Yes, against Isis Effects.
Yes. Our first 2CW show.
Yes. So, now,
I love how he's wearing a Jamaican flag, and he was built from Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah. So, okay, so for people who don't know who Slick Wagner Brown is, aren't really TNA fans, because he was part of the original Asylum years, believe it or not.
Yes.
He never actually wrestled, I don't believe, but he was many times in the crowd with porn star April Hunter as her quote-unquote boyfriend. So
Pornhub.com, look up April Hunter.
Duh, obviously. Stop this. Go watch that. Come back 2.5 minutes later.
2.5.
Yeah, well, give or take. She's pretty hot. Whatever. So Slick is actually the Xcite International Champion. I bring that up for 2 reasons. Wow, what terrible camera work.
Yes, I told
terrible
you.
Cut.
I could already tell.
Yeah, but even so, that was a terrible cut. Even if it wasn't an actual bad shot, why would you leave that in?
Right. No, I get it.
But anywho.
And that was from their cameraman.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, keep going, and then we'll go into who Axel Lennox is.
So Slick is the Xcite International Champion. He's known because I'm going to put myself over for this. I introduced that championship in Xcite, so he has that title. Strangely enough, he doesn't have the title here with us because Impact told him don't bring the titles. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But I found it interesting that they would say that and then not talk about anything about Slick wagging around other than the fact that he was a former TNA guy. Okay, so Axel Lennox is a local. He's very well known around the Binghamton area. He's been around for years. He is one of the trainers at the 607 Strong Academy. He's just had a match. Our last show, he had a match with Gangrel that was considered one of the best matches that we had in Xcite. If fucking Gangrel can fucking work, and Axel kept right up with him. It was shocking how good that match was. The ref in the ring is Frank Sassano. He's one of our main refs in Xcite. He's most well known for poor reffing skills. Let's just put it that way. he
Probably.
Yeah. But he's a really nice dude. He just tends to go blind a lot. Let's just put it that way. He needs like 3-inch glasses sometimes. What were your thoughts about this match as a whole? I mean,
I don't remember it.
You don't remember it all?
I don't remember it at all. I don't remember who wins.
It's pretty interesting.
Star rating. Is that where you're going to go to?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So it was 2 3/4 for Isis and Jay. This was the what he said about the first match. This was a pretty good opener. Jay Freddy was impressive, but Isis' effect was sloppy, bordering on dangerous at times. The second match with Richard Justice Faba was 2 stars. This was an okay comedy match that the live crowd liked a lot. I really loved that match. That was really nice. It's really well done. See the guy with the Make America Great Again hat?
He'll come into play later.
I'm not sure if they'll actually show that, though, because that was post-match.
Oh, that's true.
But we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about it. We get it. There it is, up there.
Point him.
To the right there behind Slick. That's where Sleazy was watching the match.
Yes. So,
okay, talk about him just briefly though. He's known for
a little rowdy.
Wait, okay, we'll get to it because we'll get to it when we.
Yeah, just keep an eye on him. That's who we're talking about later.
Mm-hmm.
He's very well known in Xcite.
Not for long.
So here's another interesting tidbit of knowledge. So you could probably see that at each corner there's a guy sitting in a chair. They serve 2 purposes, and I'm going to kind of pull back the curtain a little bit. So this was the first time we did the lighting rink, right?
They're sitting there to hold the...
They're not really holding it, but they're wanting to make sure that it was really, truly steady. Okay? The second thing that they were doing, and this is really pulling back the curtain, they were there to help if we needed to get communication out to somebody. And we kind of blur the lines of kayfabe a lot, but I'm okay with saying this. A lot of times we need to get, messages out. And this was one of the ways we did it. We needed to get something to the cameraman.
Totally missed him on that.
Yeah, that was kind of...
Wasn't even close.
Yeah. So, of course, we need to go to the Undertaker spot.
had a better angle from the other side, but let's just keep that one.
Yeah, because we need to see he's 9 feet tall. Because he's the Undertaker.
And these guys are getting direction from somebody because they got headphones in.
Yes, they are. So once again on the backside, and almost certainly we're gonna one of these nights we're gonna do this again with Moose, because I really really want to get Moose's commentary on all this stuff. But in the back we had a cameraman, or the guys were hooked from the cameraman to a guy in back actually running video. Then we had somebody running audio, and we had obviously the commentary that you're hearing. If you're obviously Fatman's not hearing this, but I'm hearing Josh Matthews and Sanjay Dutt on commentary. So all these guys are going through the video, and they're calling for cuts. They're calling for direction towards the cameraman. So,
by the way, I don't want to break it also, but I know for a fact that Josh Matthews and Sanjay Dutt did commentary after the event.
Yes,
I know that for a fact because I don't but who cares when they do it? But they kind of were selling autographs during the show. So
let me say this. Did they do B-roll as well? Absolutely they did. They actually did commentary in the back. A lot of it did not show up. I could tell you that right now because they did commentary for matches that already aren't on this show. So I could tell you that for sure. Because
I know during a couple matches they were sitting in the back getting autographs after matches.
Right, and those might be matches that are not on the show.
Oh, got you. Okay.
So once again, this is a 2-hour, 45-minute show. This show lasted 4.5 hours, including the pre-show, including the special VIP experience. We were actually there 6 hours.
Well, yeah, for the VIP experience, but the show, it was about 2:45 from main show to the end. It was about 2:45.
Well, that can't possibly be true because we went over. I will say that. There's one match that did go over by a significant amount. I'm not going to tell you which one because I think it's a spoiler. But it was over 3.5 hours, for sure.
All I know is, dude, I got out of there. It said 7 to 10. I know it started a little late, I think, if I remember correctly. But we were out of there by 9:55.
Yes. But we got a lot. Well, we'll talk about that after the show too.
All right.
But there are a few things that held other pieces of this up, and I think that there are at least 2 matches that I'm aware of that did get cut, because I'm looking at the card right now, and one match that definitely get cut. But yeah, at least. Right. So it started at 8:15, or 8:15, 8:10, 9:18, 9:4. Yeah, so I mean, they did cut some things. I don't know what it was. Well, as the show progresses, and obviously
maybe from your perspective it was
also
like that, but from my perspective, just sitting in the crowd, we got in there around 6 something, but the show didn't start till a little later than 7.
Right, and
there was a couple dark matches too.
Right. Well, here's the other thing: is that they're putting in promos and stuff.
That is true. So maybe, but at the same time, why even?
Jesus!
Oh, I missed it. I had a notification on my phone, but
that was the finish.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember that. I remember saying that too.
Yeah, he kind of twisted a little bit. It looked nasty, but it was fine. How did you like this match coming out?
It was an okay match for a house show.
Apparently this guy agreed with you. It was 2.5 stars. This was a solid back and forth match that lacked a real sense of urgency to take it to the next level. Actually, I agree with him 100%. I thought it was a little slow, personally. I really didn't like that finish, though. Ugh.
Yeah, that
It just doesn't look Grace.
does it look Grace?
Nice.
Great. Oh, I thought you said Grace. Like, what?
I probably
Doesn't
said
look-
Grice because I was going to say great and then it said nice. But yeah, once again, I don't get the. Well, they didn't show it this time, but once again, they shook hands too.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
There's Eddie Edwards in street clothes.
So, oh, unbelievable! So when he opens the door, you can see Axel Lennox in the back talking with fucking Slick.
I missed it.
Oh, Jesus. So when you guys get a chance, if you're not watching this obviously live like us, go back and see that. You can actually see into our locker room. It's like unbelievable. Now, also, that's catering, by the way.
Nice. Oh,
Hilarious. You motherfucker. I fucking ate that shit. So if you look
Before or
straight...
after? Straight back to that room.
Yeah, that's the room where you can see out. So actually, I'm probably not back there yet. Because the light's still on. Yes.
That's the woman's dressing room, I'm assuming?
Yes. This is the historic pink room from Xcite Post 80, or Legion Post 80. Now, first of all, Alicia Edwards, Eddie Edwards, great. They're two people, really nice, little standoffish. Eddie's always been a little quiet when it comes to this kind of shit. But the pink room is iconic in the fact that even back in 2CW days was like the elite's locker room. You know, if you were, 2CW elite, you changed in that locker room instead of the other one. It was also used as a promo room. So, say bye to Kenny. Very nice. I actually like that promo. But it was kind of that the upstairs of the Legion is very iconic throughout the years as a 2CW venue. So there's a lot of different things. So Rebel. Let's talk about Rebel.
Look at that, and they don't even get it in focus. They blew the load right there. Oh, but look at that ass. Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so
so fucking hot.
I don't know what to say about this. Other than the fact that Rebel, really nice. Okay? Really, really nice person. That is fucking amazing, by the way. First of all, and wow. So...
Okay, pause, zoom.
Yeah, there you go. So, actually... Jesus Christ. So, Rebel. Very tall woman. She's taller than I am.
Well,
so
you ain't that tall anyway, so...
Well, I'm 5'10". Okay, so Alicia Edwards is a foot shorter than I am. So you'll see the difference as soon as they get in the ring. How fucking tiny Alicia is. So, funny story about Rebel. Now, obviously these are two Impact Wrestling knockouts. Rebel, the day after we did this show, her nudes leaked. Yeah.
Google?
I'm just going to leave it there.
Google?
Really...
Images? Rebel? Oh, right there. First thing, wrestler.
Of course. It's right there.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. Alicia is
she just hit her with her boobs.
Well, look how fucking tiny she is. To be fair, holy shit, how small she is. Well, even on commentary, they're saying she's tiny. Great. Thanks, Sanjay, for that excellent analysis. But this match, spoiler alert, is not very...
There are also new pics of Cherry Bomb online also.
I unfortunately knew that. I'll leave that to... So, Cherry Bomb's also known as Allie in Impact Wrestling. So, I'm really Wow.
I'm sad that they don't show her ass, though.
What? That's what you're worried about?
That's all I want to see is her ass.
Well, there it is, right there on the screen.
Yeah, not nude, though. But anyway, back to this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You missed about a third of the match. You've missed nothing. So Alicia is obviously well known. What the hell was that?
I just remember this not being very good.
Because it isn't. Spoiler alert. But Alicia is Eddie Edwards' wife. That is a shoot. That's not a work. They're both very nice people, but like I said, a little standoffish. Alicia's a little less standoffish. But surprisingly enough, she wasn't downstairs for most of it. Rebel was out there.
I saw her, like, right as you walked in. And I looked there, I was like, God damn, I want you, but I can't say that. Because she'll kick my ass. But, oh.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't.
I don't get why she's doing it, but I like that she's doing it.
Like, what is that? Really? What is that? I don't get why. I don't know. So, spoiler alert, I'm eating as well while watching.
Spoiler alert, I hear you go. The last thing I ever said to Spaz was, you can't fit it in all your mouth. And the last thing he said to me was,
Yes.
That's all I hear you go. Choking on a dick. Yeah, I don't remember this match being good. Anyway, Eddie Edwards.
You're sleeping there. I can see you sleeping.
I'm not sleeping, actually.
That's a lie.
I'm not. I'm
You're
looking
either
at Rebels.
jacking
See?
off.
See my head moving.
Yeah. You're either jacking off over there.
I was looking at Rebels' ass. Oh,
what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't remember this being that. Like, I think they were trying. I think that was the goal they were trying to do to begin with, but they got tangled up in the ropes.
Yeah,
so
they
just couldn't get into it. But
the match was a mess.
But I actually, when I went across the street to get the beer, Eddie Edwards came in there, Moose came in there, and Eli Drake came in there. I completely ignored Eli Drake, which is kind of funny that I actually worked with him on this show. But Eddie Edwards came up, and I'm like, hey, man, I met you at a couple of 2CW shows. And he's like, you're the guy with the Boston case, right? I was like, yes. So he remembered me for that because I had a Red Sox case then. And then Moose came up to me and says, I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, you bought Syracuse 2CW, went out to lunch with Beta Ska, iPhone. He goes, iPhone.
Yep.
I was like, he's like, man, that was years ago. How you been? I'm like, yeah, and I've seen you in Dallas at WrestleCon. He's like, you did, didn't you? I was like, yup. So.
You know what the greatest part is? Neither one remembered me. So, although, to be fair, Moose probably should. I take that back. Moose remembered me. All right. Eddie and I don't really talk ever. So, I mean, the last time I saw him was I think the last time 2CW ran when he was still in there. So, when he was him and Davey, it was one of the last 2CW shows they were at. So that's the last time I ever saw him. So when he came, he remembered me enough to know that I worked, but that's it.
Right.
So.
And there, Mrs. Edwards had her shoulder up the whole time the ref was still counting.
The reffing on this was terrible.
The camera work on this is terrible too. The production's great, but
it's strange.
But the camera work is just like misses her hit the ropes. You want to see all the action.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get it. Your hard cam's there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
No one's manning the hard cam. You can easily do cuts away from that back and forth. Oh my god, It's just terrible. It's I don't want to say because you guys are working with 2CW. Guys are working with Impact, but the camera work and
it wasn't just us. These are not.
And the editing on it was just bad.
That wasn't us either.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to
Yeah.
like bash Impact for you guys because I know you're associated with Xcite, but I'm calling it like I see it.
I don't care.
Right now, I want my
I'm more
dick
than happy.
inside her ass. Like, that's what I was calling when I can see. And that's the second time she did that spot, I think, by the way, in
Yes.
the match. So, I don't like that either. But
We needed nearly 10 minutes of this? That's why I'm like, this went way too long.
this went way too... Was this the match that went over their time?
No.
Okay.
Actually, believe it or not. They were...
Fucking Bulldog.
Oh my god.
Didn't Rebel, like, bleed from her mouth or something during this match, I think?
I think so.
I don't remember.
If it wasn't, no, it wasn't much.
No.
You're like, I want to lick that off.
No, that's a little too kinky.
Yeah.
But
You'd do it if you got to see that ass.
I do it if I get to do a little bit more than see that ass.
Okay, well,
But
the point is you do it. You just have to find your price.
$3.
A palm strike to the throat. And a slap to the boob? What the fuck?
Is that the end?
Yeah. I don't know, man. So, funny story about this match as well. So, people were kind of walking away. So, there was like 5 or 6 people that were like staying up there watching the show. And most of them left once they got through the Dick Justice match, right?
Yep.
As soon as Rebels music hits, the entire place just fills right up. They're like, yep, this is the match I want to watch.
Oh, god damn.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I don't... Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get why she's doing it, but I like watching her do it. Like, and again, the handshake. Like, I don't get it. Here especially, I was expecting Rebel just to deck her.
Yeah.
I mean, if it came up and it set up like something like that,
yeah,
I would have been fine with it.
Well, part of the show was all about the stupid. There's a lot of alignment changes, so to speak.
Alignment changes?
Yeah, so there were guys that were supposed to be working heels that didn't. Earlier on in the show, this match that never happened was Rob Cook and Stockade versus Killer Instinct. All 4 guys are heels in our promotion, but because of the way things worked.
Oh look, there's Jimmy Jacobs.
Oh look, Jimmy Jacobs, sweet. So the way things worked out is that they were supposed to meet in another tag match that we'll talk about later. This is hard to talk while they're talking because I'm trying to have to listen.
Now you know how Michael Cole feels.
Yes, fucking Vince McMahon screaming in his ear, "Say this!" Oh, it's great. He puked.
Oh,
Puked.
but when I was outside before the show, like my car was like that. That really was my car. That was up there, that tiny little shoe piece of shit. But my car was directly right across from like where Josh Matthews and Sean Dutt's car was. So they were out there from time to time, and they're like, "You guys drinking beer and shit, man? I think that's cool as hell." I was like, "Yeah, we're supposed to have other people coming, but I don't see them." This is before I knew they were even up there catering. Yeah. And I was talking to Josh Matthews a little bit. I'm like, "Man, I really did like you on commentary in WWE. I don't know why Vince got rid of you." And he's all like, "Oh yeah, I appreciate that." I'm like, "It's because he was yelling at you a lot." And then he just walked off. Or Sergeant Joe looked at me and goes, "You just scared Josh Matthews away."
Sanjay's great. I mean, he's fucking hilarious. He really is. So.
Also another story. They when they found out we were tailgating and they wanted to film it, they go, and Sanjay Joe was really cool. And he goes to me and he goes, "You guys like want anything? I'm like, you guys got tickets?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got tickets. We're good." He's like, "You guys want anything for it?" I was like, "I mean, I'm like, I'll work for a bottle of water and a slice of pizza, like. And then Sanjay Dutt's like, kind of thinking about it. He goes, "There's a promotion around here that does that, doesn't?" And I go, "Yup." And he's like, "Is it this one?" I go, "No, it's not Xcite, no."
UW.
I'm like,
what he's referring to.
I'm like, I wouldn't. Okay, this motherfucker's. Oh, see, comes out. Look at that on camera. Can't cut that.
Why weren't you cutting that?
Right. Okay.
Or just cut to the.
Okay. All he says was, "We are the heavenly bodies." That's all he says to get heat.
Mm-hmm.
Annoying as shit.
So,
I don't know if he's doing it just to do it like that, but during the whole match, he said it right there again. He says like 2 other times on the apron before anybody comes out. It got annoying quick, and I don't know if it's because, and it wasn't good heat. It was, you need more material heat.
So, the backstory about the Heavenly Bodies. So, I actually didn't realize who they were. Okay? So, I should walk back here. I know who the Heavenly Bodies were. So, what's been happening with the Heavenly Bodies is the gimmick keeps getting passed down.
Team Tremendous!
Great guys.
I thought he retired.
He did. He came back for 1 more year.
Okay. When I found out they were on the show, I'm like, I thought he retired.
Yes. Bill Carr wasn't doing anything, and Dan Barry wasn't doing much of anything either. So, anywho, the Heavenly Bodies. Their gimmick gets passed down. The original guys were Tom Pritchard and, shit, help me. Please help me.
Stan Lane?
Was it Stan? I don't remember who the original 2. Dr. Tom Pritchard was one, obviously. And Tom really owned the gimmick. So he's been passing it down to person. And these 2 guys, who are known as the Carino brothers, were working in, I don't know, somewhere down in New Jersey. And they Tom decided to give them the gimmick. Well, they were going around as the Heavenly Bodies, and people were bitching about these guys. Oh, these fuckers are ripping off the Heavenly Bodies. They're fucking no-name motherfuckers and shit. They had to have Tom come in and openly endorse the Heavenly Bodies gimmick in the ring before they would stop doing that.
Okay, so there's actually been a couple incarnations in Smoky Mountain. There was Tom Pritchard as Sweet Stan Lane. Bobby Eaton was part of it, and the one that was in WWE was Tom Pritchard and Jimmy Del Rey.
Okay, so Eaton was the one I thought was the original one. So
it was Pritchard and Lane, and then it was Pritchard and Eaton, and then it was Pritchard and Del Rey. But Pritchard and Del Rey were the ones that were in WWE.
Okay, so that's where the beautiful. So that's the story on the Heavenly Bodies. I'd never seen them work before, and I actually talked to them after this match, and they're interesting dudes. But Jesus Christ, that's all they can do is the Heavenly Bodies.
Yeah, and it got annoying, and
it did get annoying. Dan Barry and Bill Carr, if you've never seen them before, they're CZW mainstays. They've worked all over the place, Beyond Wrestling, AIW, obviously. These 2 guys are really, really well oiled in terms of comedy tag wrestling. They're very good, but they also have a great serious side as well.
They can wrestle.
They can absolutely wrestle. Oh, Jesus. They've worked Chikara. They've worked pretty much every indie that you can think of. They were part of PWG for a while, too.
Yep.
They're really, really, I love to say this, really great group of guys. But, I mean, they're very, very much a comedic team, though. I love the fact that they put so many cool comedy elements, but they don't take away from the match. They're still fighting to win the match. Not every comedy match does that.
Right.
But they are very good at it. And little funny side story is Team Tremendous were managed for a short while in CZW by Dick Justice.
Sweet.
So, cool little end run.
And look at that. only look at how there's there's a mat there, and then the rest of the floor there's no mat.
Yeah, that was not good. Not good at all.
And there's me being like, oh, what a fucking idiot.
What a dick. So,
I actually got a girl's number at this show. Then I found out she was married.
They're all married.
Yeah, but this girl looked like she was 18, and she's married with 3 kids, and she's actually 45. I was like, holy shit.
Well, so they're part of the Rat Pack. Nice. So actually, this is a great example of why I think the camera shots were so bad. Look at the distance between the rail and the apron. So I'm going to give them a little bit of slack in that respect. Now this is weird too, because up to this point there was nobody running the hard cam. So what camera was that?
I think they were just zooming in on the hard cam.
They were not, because it's down and to the left a little bit, or down to the right.
No, it was right in the middle, I thought.
No, it wasn't, because they switched over to the hard cam right afterwards. So I'm wondering where that camera came from.
Like this one.
This is not the hard cam. This is definitely
it's not,
because
it's actually moving.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
or maybe there was someone manning the hard cam and he's just moving it.
But not till then? Really? That doesn't make sense. But what else is new? This is Impact Wrestling.
This is the match that went over.
No, this was not the match that went over.
Because I remember that. I think the finish.
See, that's hard cam.
Match. Yeah.
That's true hard cam. And let's see if they pop over to another one. Because I don't think it's the same camera. I really don't. But I don't remember how it was set up.
I love how they're saying that they're the heavenly bodies, but this dude's fatter than I am. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get the gimmick. See, that doesn't look like the hard cam.
That's weird, because I don't remember there being a cam there.
Yeah. So it would make sense if they had a movable. Yeah. See, that can't possibly be a hard cam because it's off center.
You're right.
So I don't know what this is, or what that was, and why they started using this match. But whatever.
And why? Okay, I understand that he's saving his partner there, but that's a heel thing to do.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, but
normally, you don't see stuff like that, so that's actually pretty weird. So right now on commentary, Josh Bash is talking about how he frosted his tips for years.
He's frosted his tips for you, so that's how much the commentary team is into this match.
Yeah, which is kind of sad. Another bad camera angle. What the fuck?
Dude, I'm telling you, even when I'm sitting down, as you can see me right there, but even if I'm gonna put myself over always, but even as I'm sitting down, I could tell the camera. I even said to Swarley, I go, the camera angles on this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
And that should have been the perfect spot where you don't use the hard cam.
Right. I don't get the director's vision, I guess. I don't know.
It's got to be Craig Leathers. And again, that's not you get the shot on the hard cam, that's fine, but that's when you should have went to the side cameraman and had him film that. That's the perfect time to do it, or cut away.
Right. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So there's a philosophy of camera switching where you go from handy cam to hard cam.
And that was a terrible shot because he zoomed in on the middle of the gut of the freaking one of the heavenly bodies and not on the action.
Right. Which is the last thing you want to do to the heavenly bodies. Because that's how you put guy over, right? They're huge fucking stars and yeah, whatever. So it's
camera switching. Okay, yeah, you go from one camera. WWE does it a lot, but they do it better than anybody because Kevin Dunn's a great. As much as we shit on him for not liking Kevin Owens, but he's a great. He's been doing it for years, so he knows exactly what camera angle to do. And there's the hot tag,
which the entire match has been building to.
Yes.
So, I guess my problem with Dunn's camera work is that sometimes he gets too cut happy, where he'll have like 6 or 7 cuts for the same move. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen.
Right.
Like, especially when Roman Reigns is in the fucking ring.
No,
specifically.
I get it, but they're getting the action, though. They're not missing stuff. Like, that, the
it's
camera
an artistic
guy...
style.
Right there, the camera guy should have been right where he is now, and then not in between the ropes where he missed... You see it, but you know, there's better camera shots that could be done. Like, that's not a way... That shouldn't be a hard cam.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
So, I want to point out, that's a great shot. There was no mat there.
Right.
No mat. Not a drop. He did a tope onto a spot that had no mat. It's like, what is going on with this?
They don't leave you enough room to do outside stuff.
Okay, so in the bottom corner here, so where
Left or
Bill
right?
is, did he get... So once again, fucking Frankie
See, that's the
blows
thing.
his call.
That's where I thought this is why the match went long, because it was a 3 count, but now he's saying it's a 2 count.
It was not. This wasn't it yet.
That's why I was thinking, oh, this is the match that went long, as I remember the fucked up finish.
So
And see, the referee's in the way. That was a good thing for the camera shot, because he was going to throw him over the ropes. The referee was standing there.
Right. So, what the fuck was that? Why did we need a tag there?
I guess to trick the guy?
It doesn't make sense. Double flapjack.
Because suckers gots to know Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
And then...
So, when we have a moment for hard cam, I'll talk to you about Juice. Because Juice is sitting in the front corner next to the...
stage.
Yeah, wow. That, once again, another shot, yeah. But I want to point her out now, because she's... this is right about it. This is right about the time. She falls asleep during the show. She is almost out right now.
Yeah, she had her head up against the stage.
Yep, and down she's going. She's going.
Yep. Oh, no, she's laughing. Look at her. She's having a good time, though.
She's having a great time, and I love her to death. I just found it funny that about halfway through the show, it just was too much. Because, like I said, people came in at like 5 o'clock for the pre-show VIP experience. So...
and that's why I didn't.
Because
my old ass couldn't take it. Oh!
So super sliced bread, and Bill Carr gets kicked in the head for his trouble. This was like the only time. Oh, I want to point out the back. Do you see the big Titantron?
The 2 sides,
entrance?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but look at what they used for Team Tremendous. That's it.
Just generic.
Generic font, generic everything, just blinks. That's what happens when Moose is trying to make Titantrons at the last minute, and nothing seems to be working.
Right. Perfect time. While there's this, Fatman's going to take a piss.
Yes.
So Sleazy can...
So I'm going to go on my own here while Fatman's talking about taking pisses and stuff. We're getting this nice little montage about the match. I really like the match. While we're talking about the Heavenly Bodies, Dustin and Justin, this match gets 3 stars from our little, I guess, Zonka, I guess his name is. Whatever. It was 10.5 minutes long. I thought it was a pretty nice match. This guy says this was a good all-action tag match that was simply fun. So we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm pretty sure they're going to do another promo here. Yeah. So once again, this is another freaking promo around, Legion Post 80. That's actually next door to the Legion. I don't know why he's coming down the ladder. It's weird. It's very weird. So he's talking about LAX. So, funny story about what happened here is that Santana was here, but Santana's partner couldn't make the show. So we were kind of left in a kind of weird situation. Supposed to be a tag team street fight. It was not. That's another little tidbit of knowledge here. That cage right there is actually our steel cage. That is legitimately our steel cage sitting on the side of the building.
What?
Nobody really. What's that?
That's your steel cage.
That is our legit steel cage. Just sitting at the side of the building. He's cutting this promo between the Legion.
So how does it not rust?
Because it wouldn't fit in the Legion.
No, it's
usually in the Legion.
Oh,
it was just out here because,
gotcha.
So I was telling the folks that this was supposed to be a tag match, but Santana's partner didn't show up. He just couldn't make it. So we did this one-on-one street fight. But they did leave this in. Okay, sweet. I guess it makes sense because they wanted to do the whole Jimmy Jacobs thing.
Now this is, in my opinion, live, the worst part of the show.
You think so?
Yes.
I'm not sure how they're going to cut it.
Jimmy Jacobs was terrible.
Really?
Yes. I thought he was absolutely awful. One of the reasons why I'm not really a big fan of Jimmy Jacobs, I don't think he can talk. And
I just wanted to point out that Fatman just said Jimmy Jacobs can't talk.
I don't think he can. At least here he didn't.
I get why he couldn't talk. Let me just put it that way.
It doesn't matter. He shouldn't be on the show then.
I also agree with that. But I also want to point out he was booked to wrestle on the show.
Right, and that's what confused me when he showed up here and just did a promo and then left. And then
Then you figured out why.
I did the Dave Meltzer, connected the dots. It was like, aha.
So do you like Eli's promo here? Or
to me, and this may sound really weird, when he says that dummy, yeah, he kind of sounds like he's trying to be Stone Cold Steve Austin with a catchphrase with a what?
Yeah.
To me, and he says it too much. I know that's his gimmick now, whatever, but But I liked it for the most part.
I actually, this promo and just talking to him in general made me a bigger fan of his.
He's gotten way better in the ring. Because the match he has with Eddie Edwards here was probably the best match I've seen him wrestle. Because I remember a couple years ago when I was getting back into Impact Wrestling, he was not good at all.
Yeah.
But he's obviously put the work in and worked hard, and he impressed me. So
he deserves the spot he's got.
Right.
He had an entire show named after him. Granted, it's the show in Binghamton, New York with, Xcite for the first time ever, and it was an interesting little thing, but it's kind of a...
I see that Moose has the new Xcite turnbuckles, too.
Yes. New Xcite turnbuckles, new Xcite logo. Also notice on the hard cam, once we come back to the hard cam, is that we are actually promoting Twitch on this.
Yes,
now,
it says Twitch down on the apron.
Yes, so...
I mean, you can barely see it, but...
Well, here's the funny part about...
You understand that it says Twitch.
Yes. So here's the funny part about that is Xcite obviously runs our shows on Twitch at Xcite... twitch.tv/Xcite Wrestling. But also, Impact does a lot of Twitch content now, too. So if you ever are in a mood to watch a lot of cool Twitch content, especially with wrestling, and you're done with all the Xcite shows, you've got Impact as well.
That was an interesting cut.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the cut while that happened. That was kind of weird. What is that, a soundboard? See, I didn't get that because I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Oh, you couldn't hear what he was saying in the...
I could not hear what he was saying.
Really?
No. So this promo, the promo he cut, I heard after the fact, but I didn't hear this live.
Yeah, it just pretty much has a soundboard and it says dummy, yeah, like that's all it does. So
okay, that works, I guess.
But
that's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it, I guess. I think I make a cameo at the end of the night, and that's it.
You're trying to look for yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm not here. I'm definitely not here.
What a mark.
So I wonder why.
And there comes Jimmy Jacobs, and let's see if he stumbles.
So
he looks high. Like no.
I mean,
don't go up there. Don't die.
Don't die. Oh, dude.
Don't Jeff Hardy it.
Oh, please God, don't. Please God, don't.
See?
Yeah.
See, now that I know, I could tell. Like,
right. So,
like,
so now I want to. I don't want to bury the guy totally, okay? Because he is quite possibly one of the best creative minds out there. There's a reason why WWE hired him.
He could be the most creative mind all he wants, as long as I don't have to hear him fucking talk or hear him fucking or watch him wrestle. I don't give a fuck. Right here, I think this is fucking awful. This is where, to me, the worst segment. Eli Drake was okay, but when he comes out and says his shit, it blew ass. It fucking sucked.
Okay, I understand that. I do. See, here's my problem with the segment, is that they just wanted to find a way to get him out.
Okay, and...
Oh my God, yeah, he's fucked up.
Yeah, just look, yeah. You just heard him talk, right?
Yeah. So, now, he was a lot more together backstage. I will say that.
And now I obviously know, and I don't want to bury the guy either, but looking, he's touching his face, it's coke, right?
I can't confirm or deny that.
Now, just you're listening to him in your earpiece, and he does not sound good.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so now you know where I'm thinking is where I'm thinking is America.
Yeah. Well, I talked to him after the segment, and this was like later on in the match or later on in the night because he was watching Brute and Sean. And we were, shooting the shit.
Did that match get cut?
No, it didn't.
Or they just flip it around? Because
they flipped it around.
I remember that match being on before this.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay.
You are correct. It is on later. Which is the other reason why I found some things interesting about it. But yeah, he was watching the Brute and Sean match, and we were shooting the shit and talking about WWE and just talking in general about stuff. And one of the things that came across loud and clear is that he loves having the ability to just create without having the input. Now, one of the things he brought up, and I feel justified in saying this because he said this all over the place, but he went into some pretty good detail with me, is that all the time, it was never about making something creative in WWE. It was all about what Vince liked. It didn't matter how creative it was, as long as it was what Vince liked. That was it. And they would just throw stuff that they thought Vince would like, even though it was creatively a shitty decision. And I found that quite eye-opening in how creative works in WWE.
Is it really that eye-opening when, like, every ex-creative guy literally says the same thing? Like...
Wow, that man is fucked up. Yeah, it's a hard thing to say, but it's one thing.
I get it. I get it. Like,
well, here's the other thing.
But here's the thing: Vince has now positioned himself to where his stock's $89, where last year was $16. So, again, that's a TV deal thing. That's not really has anything to do with creative. But now, does it really matter for the next 5 years?
No, it doesn't. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't matter. But here's my thing about it is that everyone talks about it on the podcast. Everyone talks about it on the shoot interview that they said. Everyone's going to embellish a lot. I didn't hear. Everybody else hears it third party, or everybody hears it from.
Okay, so when you heard it from the source directly,
two guys having a conversation over a Coke. That, hey, this is what happened.
Just got that.
Good for you.
Me smart.
That, this is why he left. This is what happened. This is how I felt.
Didn't they just kill a kid?
Yes, they did. So, funny part is they killed the kid just before this show. So they get a bunch of heat from a bunch of, guys. It's just fucking hilarious.
All right.
So.
But yeah, I get it from hearing it from the horse's mouth, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I get that part.
I don't get this segment here. I really don't.
And that's one of the reasons why I didn't like it. It served no purpose. Just like you said, just get Jimmy Jacobs out here. But at the same time,
you wanted to know he was here, but you know he can't fucking work a match right now. I don't think he was ever going to work a match.
He probably wasn't.
Because he didn't have his gear with him. At least, not that I saw. So, I don't know. I don't even remember who he rode in with, honestly. But the man has fucking sandals on.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
So, to get back on the creative thing of it, like, he can also be saying that they gave creative horseshit just for Vince to like it. But if something's really creative, we've also heard people say Vince will probably go for it if it's a good idea. I'm not saying that Jimmy
Jericho.
Right. I'm not saying that Jimmy Jacobs came up with shit. I'm just saying that.
No, he was saying that. He was saying that to me, that they were coming up with literal dog shit because they knew it would be something that Vince would like.
Okay. So, and I'm going to throw this back on it and say, what? So you just gave him. So you are sacrificing your fans creatively just so that you know Vince is going to like it, not even try and attempt to create something creative?
Well, he started doing that, and then because of the way Vince works, everything has to go through Vince. So if you did something creative that wasn't necessarily going to be something that Vince liked, wow, you went a little high on that. But that was pretty cool. Vince would just bitch it out, and then it would cause shoots to go hours longer than they should have because it wasn't a phone call. It was always Vince had to come and take a look at it. So, while yes, you're absolutely right that he was sacrificing himself, and that's
another terrible camera. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah,
another terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so and see, there he is. See him standing in the back.
What's that?
The referee. This was
just standing there.
Looking
like,
just
by the way, fucking jerks, fucking dickheads.
Like, sees it right on the fucking camera, and then they're gonna fight, and then he comes down and goes ring the bell.
And he doesn't even call for the bell, or at least you don't see it.
No, you don't see it.
Into the big.
He does though. He does. Call
right, but the point is that as a viewer, you don't see that. You just see the ref get into the ring like he's a fucking third competitor.
Right.
And why the fuck is he out there?
It's not a false count anywhere match.
No, it's a street fight.
Right.
Now, why the fuck is he out there?
I have no clue.
Getting himself over. That's
okay.
That's where I was going with that.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you can see the curtain in the back right there?
Scaffolding.
Oh
this
my
is what we're
God.
talking about. What you do not see is the whole... See, there's a... the whole lighting rig was literally shaking. Shaking.
I was like, oh, that's the end of this show. We're
No
fucked.
more shows.
No more shows. We've killed 6 people.
Thank God Moose has insurance, unlike someone we know. No, like, even where, like, I was sitting second row middle, which, by the way, I think Moose did on purpose for me. I really think he did that. I appreciate that, Moose.
Yeah, he knew it.
So I really appreciate those. Are really good seats. If I was front row, he probably would have got me dead center too. But I got second row and he got me dead center. Appreciate it. But the rig behind a Homicide right now, that was shaking. The whole top of the lighting rig was shaking. Yeah. I was like, oh shit! Like
that's why he bails almost immediately after trying it. It's phenomenal. Jesus Christ! So already we got weapons. I'm not sure if...
It looks like a drumstick. That's what it looks like.
What the fuck is it?
It looks like a drumstick. I don't know what Josh Matthews says it is, but it looks like
He says it looks like a drumstick. What the hell? Just sitting there, just having fun with the fans. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So who is actually the face here? Because they're fucking just...
Homicide.
Really?
Isn't Homicide the face? The other guy just murdered a kid. All right, so Homicide is clearly the face here.
So obviously, holy shit!
And I think
why the fuck would you do that?
I think he did it just to hit the guy in the Trump hat.
Okay, so I want to point out something else out here. In New York State, we have this New York State Athletic Commission. One of the things that's pretty well and clear in the New York State Athletic Commission is you don't go in the fucking crowd.
Madison Square Garden, like every WWE show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but this is indie show.
Okay.
This isn't exactly even though it's working with Impact, obviously, this isn't exactly a high-end show. How many times have people gone in the crowd now?
As like the first?
Well, there's twice people accidentally go in the crowd too.
Okay. Yeah.
But that was the first time it was intentional. I will say that. So behind there is actually Viking.
Oh!
Yeah. Right on the edge.
That was a cool shot though, because that was the one time where the cameraman fucked up and it was actually good.
Yeah, it was perfect. It looked perfect. Amazing. That is the shot of this show.
The chair shot just flying out of nowhere. And he rolls through, no sells it.
No sells the chair shot and that.
Right.
Because fuck you.
What the hell was that?
Okay.
All right, but New York State Athletic Commission crowd. Okay.
Yeah. So no in the crowd. There's a couple other regulations that are very specific, and I believe every single one gets broken. I think every single one just gets obliterated.
And he no sells that, which is
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. So he doubles the exploder
into a bridge. I actually like that.
Yeah. Fucking Homicide. So if you're not familiar with Impact, I don't know what to tell you. They're a bunch of Mexican gangs fighting each other. Racist much? Wow. That's not PG. But also my fucking gimmick too, you motherfucker. I really
From out of nowhere!
I like that cutter, though. That looks beautiful.
Everybody has a cutter.
Yeah, everybody has a cutter, but that's... Wow!
In a street fight.
In a street fight. I didn't even notice that. Jesus Christ.
It's a street fight. Knock that fucking crack his ass out.
Right. Knock his crack ass out.
Cracker. His crack ass.
He's Mexican, though.
I'm talking about... Homicide knocking the ref out, you idiot.
He doesn't need to get over more than he already is.
Okay.
Okay?
Goes for another out of nowhere, and he
Jesus Christ!
looked like he hit him and missed him at the same time.
He's just right in the face. Gringo Killer?
Oh, I
Nope.
think Vertebreaker is what I thought he was going for.
He calls it the Gringo Killer.
Oh, it's the same thing?
Yeah, same thing.
Rakishi driver.
Texas Pile Driver. No.
Rakishi driver.
Rikishi Driver, yeah.
The Scandinavian nipple lock.
Yes.
Armbar. He wins with a splash.
Well, here's my question on this. This was supposed to be a street fight, and really nothing happens in it. Forgive me. You know,
It seemed like that was like the shortest match on the show.
yeah, it was 8 minutes 30 seconds.
It was a gimmick match.
It was a gimmick match.
The shortest match on the show.
It was the third shortest by like seconds.
Oh.
Dick's match was 8:10. Jay Freddy's match was 8:15, and this was 8:40. 8:30. It was a very short match. What the fuck kind of camera work is that? So Team Tremendous match was 3 stars. This match was also 3 stars. This was a short but good action-packed match. They really didn't need the stipulation as they really didn't use it all that much.
I don't think they showed it. So, after the match, what happens?
So, after the match, Homicide starts jaw-jacking with the fan that we pointed out earlier. And he gets his hat. The end result was he gets his hat. And the guy jumps the rail. Homicide's in the ring. Already security's next to him. And Homicide spits his hat, comes out and, like, jams it into his,
Face.
Yeah.
Face, head. Okay. He jumps the rail.
Yes, he jumps the rail.
All right, continue.
And... Here, hang on a second. All
right, Eli Drake's in a promo. I don't know what he's saying.
Sorry, I just pulled out my earpiece here.
Okay.
So he jumps the rail, and he just goes fucking apeshit. And I can't even remember what he ended up saying to him, but something about make America great again and blah 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 blah, and just jaw jacks with him forever. It's amazing. But he gets ejected right afterwards. So he's had a history in the Legion of being rowdy, and this was a very problematic time to do it. Let's just put it that way. So we'll just leave it at that. Anything else on that? Once again, this is the downstairs part of the Legion. Really cool place. This is the Commander's Room, I believe it's called.
But you were telling me that he probably is not going to be allowed in any more site shows, right?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of his history of being an idiot.
But he's letting his people know that there will be no Jimmy Jacobs. Why won't there be Jimmy Jacobs here? Why won't there be Jimmy Jacobs?
Because what Jimmy Jacobs is doing on the other side of the table is he has a credit card out.
Now, I'm not saying
with some white powder on it.
I didn't know.
And a straw.
I never saw any of that. There is a mirrored surface right there, though.
There you go.
I did not see any of that at all.
Put the heat on me, brother. I don't care.
It is all yours.
So that's why Jimmy Jacobs won't be there. So you can see it. Bottom middle, little white speck right there. It's already there.
That may be true. So once again, another promo here. This is upstairs in the Legion again. If you have an idea, that catering section that Eddie Edwards was at earlier is right behind where the camera is. Now, I heard this promo. Well, the fourth version of this promo. Spoiler. There was a lot of retakes with certain guys. I'm just going to say this was one of them. That's why it's so short. Okay, this is...
He's not injected because he's right there.
Yeah.
I don't remember him getting injected.
This was before the match. Remember they shot it out of order?
No, because the guy's holding his hat just after Homicide spat in it.
Wait, Brute and Sean was after this?
I don't remember, but the guy was holding his hat like Homicide spat in it. Maybe they were. Maybe they were. And this is what I told Swarley this, because I don't know who's the manager of Brute here is. I'm like, this fucking moron gets on the show and Sleazy doesn't?
So, Father Drake.
He looks like a ripoff of Truth Martini without the book.
Yes. Well, he did have the book. So let's talk about the history of poor Brute Van Slyke. So Brute Van Slyke used to be Punisher Van Slyke, one half of the 2CW tag teams, Pun and Graham. Phenomenal, great tag team. Went off on his own. He became Brute Van Slyke. This gimmick, right? Then he started a new gimmick because he wanted to do something creative called the Savior of Pro Wrestling, Brute Van Slyke. And he brought this guy, Father Derek, along with him. And he was basically Truth Martini, like you said, but his book was the Jim Cornette book. So Brute was basically the savior of old school pro wrestling, and he went through doing, just suplexes and this, that, and everything, keeping people from salvation.
And there's the guy who should be in the main event of this show.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. We'll talk about Sean as this match goes. But Brute, so notice that Brute is back in his former Brute Van Slyke, gonna fuck you up shit, but with Father Derek. Because he told me that there were some issues with the gimmick that really didn't work well enough to get promoters to bring him in. And he ended up actually losing gimmicks over the gimmick. Or losing bookings over the gimmick. Because they didn't like the gimmick. Which is ridiculous. Brute Van Slyke is probably one of the best big men that's out there in the indies right now. He's very well, can move. He can work a match. He can work against small opponents. He can work with other big opponents. As you'll see this great match here. I really like this match.
I remember it being really good.
Yeah. So Shankar is, you might have known him because he did a one-shot in Ring of Honor as part of the Top Prospect tournament, and he actually did a couple other, one-off matches too. But he's known as King of Bing. He's the man from Binghamton. Former 2CW champion, obviously a former Xcite champion. He is very well loved in the area. He is the ultimate babyface that acts like a heel. But this match...
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another thing that, when I was talking to Andy Edwards at the gas station, is I go, damn, that sucks. Sorry, just got my sales from my store tonight. Shitty. But it was that I said, man, I was talking to Moose before on my podcast. I had to plug this, of course. And I said that I would really like to see you versus Sean Carr. And he goes, I was hoping for that too. Yeah.
Him and Sean. So Eddie and Sean have worked many times before. They've burned that fucking building down more than once. They're very great. That was a little short. But I think that they would have done a better service to have Sean and Eddie go at it in the semi-main or main event. Obviously, you're going to leave Eli Drake in the last match. There's no way around that.
Oh, yeah.
But Sean and Eddie would have been a fucking barn burner of a match. And unfortunately, that wasn't our call. Which is kind of sad. So he's gone now. He's gone.
Who's gone? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay.
So
he is gone. You are right. So they probably kicked him out. Or else he's going to the bathroom or getting food. But
I thought we kicked him out by then.
You might have. Maybe I just didn't even notice.
Yeah.
This is where I was kind of talking to the girl and.
You're trying to get laid. Yeah, I got it.
No, I was trying to get some connections down here, so every time I come down for a show, I don't got to drive back. She'll be the
very
sexist innkeeper.
Very nice, sir.
Oh, what a kick! But no, I was trying to get laid and also pay attention to the match, so I wasn't even paying attention to anything else that was going on around.
He was paying attention to his dick.
I mean, it ain't big, so I gotta get something. You know what I mean?
It isn't big, but it thrusts well.
But no, I think Sean Carr is probably the best. Obviously New York State talent who should be on a bigger platform than he is.
Yeah, it's criminal what this man has done. You know,
and
he hasn't been around.
And he's weeks from coming off a broken ankle.
Yes, yeah, that's not well known. Sean Carr broke his ankle a few months ago, and he just came back not too long ago, and he's still fucking fuck that dude. Seriously, fuck that dude. I think that this was a great exposition for both these guys. I hope Impact really looked at them and said, "Hey, these are talents that we would want in Impact."
Brute in Impact for a match or two?
Literally one match.
All right.
He was doing tapings when they were doing tapings at the Sands Casino in Bethlehem a couple years ago.
Gotcha.
Don't get me wrong. I think with Impact relocating to Toronto and planning to run more often up here, and here's another thing. Do you know Border City Wrestling?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who owns Border City Wrestling?
Scott D'Amore.
You're right. That's why they're running so many shows up there as double-produced shows. Border City and Xcite, and they do quite a few of the...
Border City and Impact, you mean?
Yes. Yeah, Border City and Impact. Sorry.
That was bad. Sorry but that was bad. Like, he did, like, the thing, and he was aiming right... He was going to miss the turnbuckle, and he kind of, like, veered to hit the turnbuckle. So,
yeah, well...
I mean, he had to do it, but it just looked...
You missed the spot. You got to make it look good.
He didn't, but...
Yeah, he did the best he could.
Yeah.
I love that spot. Love that spot.
I missed that. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. But anywho, yeah, that's one of the reasons why they started doing these one night only dual promotion things, and then they started reaching out to other promotions like Smash, and then they reached out to us, and that's how we got to this point where holy shit, we've got Impact coming down. We were supposed to go on hiatus for a while. And when we talk to Moose about this show, and probably do our second watch through with him, he'll probably talk a little bit more about how this show came to be. He kind of talked about it a little bit beforehand, but we really wanted to get in depth, and that's what we'll do when we do the watch along with him.
Right. Now here it comes. Looks like a T-bone off the top, but Sean's like
denied.
Sean's like, you fat fuck, you ain't doing that to me. I ain't dying on this show.
Sean doing the Bryan Danielson missile drop kick.
And what I did notice about it is you guys, at least the shows that I've been to, it was more centrally located in the building, because you had that little rung where you hung up for ladder matches. That would always be in the middle of the ring. It's a little bit too, when you're facing the hard camera, it's behind you a little bit more.
Right.
Like, the ring is actually normally closer, but I think they pushed it back that way to get the hard camera.
Well, I think part of it was also that we did the whole ramp. The ramp goes... That's new for us. Normally we have a ramp that goes down to the floor, and then we walk down to the floor again in the ring. This setup, you go literally right from the stage to the ring.
Oh, if I was going for a Rainmaker, I was going to do a Kevin Kelly, but... Rain choke slam!
Rain slam! It was like a black hole slam, but not quite.
Yeah.
From the... future TNA Hall of Famer, Abyss.
Yes.
Which, frankly speaking, he should have been the first one.
Who was the first one? Angle?
Sting.
Sting?
Sting, then Angle, then
Gail Kim or Jarrett or I know it was.
And then it was Gail Kim, and then it was Jarrett, and then it was Abyss.
All right.
I can understand Sting because they were going to lose him. I understand Kurt Angle because they were going to lose him. Once you started going, well, Gail's done. Okay, well, we have to put in Gail. And now Jeff Jarrett's kind of like, well, I want to be part of that.
In tribute.
May he rest in peace. Oh, it only gets a 2.
Out.
You motherfucker.
And he kicked out, and he's not even selling it like he's like, are you kidding me? Now he is.
So, Brute's from Oneida, New York. Once again, like I said, he's a 2CW mainstay. So, I might as well tell the 99 Problems story. So, he was in the main event of 99 Problems, which was a 2CW pay-per-view. And they won the match after the fact.
Actually, it was against Sean Carr, too.
Yeah, Sean Carr was also in the match as one of the 3 tag teams, which is kind of funny. So, really? I don't even remember that.
I do, and I remember he sold it like shit. Yeah, see? He freaking gets kicked off the apron and then no-sells it. And then he gets the kick.
Yeah, he gets right back up.
Yeah, I think you're right that you guys kicked him out. He ain't there anymore. All right.
Yeah. So, anywho. So...
Terrible camera. Okay,
yeah, that's a terrible camera angle. So, Brute, they had a terrible match. It was
bad. It was
really bad. It was a tables match.
Rainmaker!
You're welcome. So, they had a terrible match. Brute was pissed about the entire match and how it went down. Because this was the main event. They got this huge spot on a pay-per-view, and it was terrible. So, he's like, fuck it, we're going through the crowd. Now, keep in mind, once again, New York State Athletic Commission says no fucking in the crowd. For this exact reason. Because Brute was pissed. So he gets out in the crowd, and he starts shoving guys to get out to the back of the arena. Well, one guy decides he don't like that.
He shoves
back. Yeah, and he starts almost a fight, and it has to
Super kick!
God damn. Make that super kick.
Super kick!
Oh, Jesus.
Not super kick! Super kick!
Super kick party! But anywho, so yeah, that was a fun night. We were there live when that happened. We were just shocked with what happened.
Pretty pissed at, like, how will a wrestler do that? Shanton Bomb!
Yeah.
And that's the match.
That's the match. So, Sean also uses a tombstone pile driver. There was no fucking way he was going to get Brute up for that.
Huh. Really?
Yeah, no way. No fucking way. The pride of Binghamton, the call from Josh Matthews. Thank you.
Another thing, to keep going back, like when they were producing that segment with me and Swarley, I think you heard him, Eli Drake, saying that they were in the B-Town, which in B-Town, and which is, I think that's what he said, which has double entendres, meaning, oh look, we're in the B-Town, B-Show, and
B-Town, yeah.
He literally said he wanted to say Binghamton, but Sanjay Dutt said Binghamton doesn't sound good. It sounds lower class.
Yeah, so it is a B show. Oh, they didn't show... Wow, that was pretty surprising. They did not show them shaking hands.
Probably because they had to cut some to get this stupid shit in. But,
So all Ba says is Ba.
Ba?
Ba.
Ba?
Ba.
Ba. No, he says no, no, no.
Ba.
No, no, no.
Ba. Good for him. I love this promo. This is phenomenal. Bah. They're working on that. Okay, I actually really like that promo. That was really good. So
Okay.
I've never met Cam ever. I didn't know who he was. I knew who Ba was, but I'd never met him. Obviously, I never knew who Cam was. I didn't know who he was or anything. Also, fuck you with the Atlanta, Georgia shot. He went to school at Syracuse University on a
iPhone.
We've told that story more than once.
iPhone.
How do you like his heel turn?
I think it naturally fits him for his size. He needs to be the monster heel.
I agree. I'm not. I don't know what he says here.
He said he does a face promo, but then at the end he says heel as shit. He starts off doing like a face promo about how he used to wrestle here and blah blah blah, and he's from Syracuse and
yeah. Well, he,
blah blah blah,
and then
he goes, then I can't wait to fucking leave this area because this place sucks now and blah blah blah. You know, your typical heel
right
town shit.
Your town sucks.
Yeah. iPhone.
So.
Go ahead.
Oh, here comes the dig. So the last time he was at this building, he was here at a 2CW event. It was one of the only times he was out and about, I guess. Yeah! Big up to... Oh, wait. Boo! Look at him. Cheap heel heat. I love it.
The funny thing is, like, you're going down 81 into Binghamton, right? And then you have to go actually into Binghamton. And no offense to Binghamton, it is a shithole. It's a fucking shithole.
Everyone knows it's a shithole.
It's like...
What the fuck kind of camera angle was that?
Showing the ref?
Again, well, no, he pans off, obviously because he's going to look at something else to try and get this shot here, but they don't even cut from that angle while he's doing it. It's weird. That's multiple times he's done that. So who is this asshole?
Some guy named KM. I mean, he only has 2 letters to his name, so it can't be that important.
Wow.
I remember this match is decent.
It was pretty decent. Oh, by the way, Sean Carr defeated Brute Van Slyke. 11 minutes, 3 stars. This was another good match playing the David vs. Goliath theme well. The show is slowly turning around. Fuck this asshole.
Do you no clue who it is, do you?
No. I have no idea.
And we're not plugging him.
Fuck this dude. I'm not even going to tell you where I found this. This guy's an asshole.
iPhone.
What are they chanting?
Moose. Or, I don't remember. Not booze. It's something. I don't remember. They changed
Goose?
No. I don't remember what it was.
Well, Sanjay's like droning on in commentary, putting over everybody else but the match.
Because that's what your color guy's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird.
Oh, did you just kick him between the mother and the fucker?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
So Josh Matthews is putting over Night of the Dummies 2. I don't know when that's coming.
Really?
But, yeah. He's putting it over like, okay, sweet, awesome. Wonder where that'll be.
Not there.
Yeah. So Cam's from New York, New Jersey area, I guess.
Yes.
That's kind of weird. Whatever.
I think he says that in a promo. I thought he said that before the match.
He might have. He might have. I wasn't really paying attention because he is generic man number 4.
He just chopped the post.
I like that chop. That was a really nice chop.
You're not supposed to chop the post, Moose iPhone.
Moose iPhone. What's his last name?
iPhone.
Okay.
First name Moose, last name iPhone. Moose iPhone.
So it says Kimpact Wrestling?
I think it's supposed to mean KM Pact Wrestling. Not Kimpact.
So his name is Kim? His name is Kimpact.
It's KM.
It's Kim.
Pact.
His name is now officially Kimpact.
For you.
Yeah, this is how I will...
That rep's gotta be Triple H's brother. Look at that fucking nose.
That is Frankie. Once again, he was known for
he's like
having some calls.
He looks like he's the love child of Canyon and Triple H.
Wow. I will bring that up to him. Or just have him listen to this podcast. Where you can watch this show. Wow.
He just knocked me off.
He was like,
it was
close to you.
It may look like he flicked me off, but it was a person in front of me that flicked him off.
But how would you know? The camera's so tight.
That's what.
Go ahead, say it. Let it go. I put you right there for it.
I said it. That's what she said. Yeah. Woo!
Next month it's Bound for Glory.
Yeah, they're trying
Melrose Ballroom.
in Queens, and you're like, I may go, and I'm like, no, you won't.
I have to put it over. God damn it! I am not putting that fucking show.
There's Swartley. Look at that fucking beard.
Look at that. That is a
Swartley.
beard. That man has a beard, motherfucker.
And he got the hardest part of the ring.
It truly is the hardest part of the ring, too.
I love how, like, the first time they said that. Look, the hat's still there, but he's not.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Like, I loved how, like, the first time they said that, like, you're a bunch of fucking assholes. That's not the hardest part of the ring. And now all of a sudden you're like, yeah, that's the hardest part of the ring.
Well, I only know it's the hardest part of the ring for that ring. That's all. And only one side of it is. Actually, no, that's not true because that's the new ring. The old ring did have that. There was one
so
side
now
of the ring
you guys don't have to weld the ring back together during tapings.
Yeah, so, well, let's talk about that a little bit. So, about a year and a half ago, we booked...
the hardest part of the ring!
Ouch. So, we booked Cody Rhodes for a show when he was doing that whole indie tour, I guess you'd say. And we booked him in a 3-way with A.R. Fox and Sean Carr. Because
the hardest part of the ring. Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Why did I not go to that show?
I don't know why you didn't.
Because I probably didn't even fucking know about it.
Everyone and their brother knew about it because I told everyone and their brother. But this was back when I was still managing Mark at the time. And so that was like...
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Twinkies!
I was trying to remember. Yeah, I was still managing Mark at that time. But anywho,
Twinkies!
So they had, before the match, it was Brute and somebody else, and Brute hit the corner post so hard it broke the ring. Broke the motherfucking ring. And we're sitting here with a house of 400 plus. It was almost as much as how many we had here. And we had Cody Rhodes sitting there, like, oh shit. Well, now we got fucking really worried because we're like, well, now we're gonna have to give away ticket money now? Is that how this is gonna go? Holy shit. We spend 45 minutes ratcheting the ring together, putting it back together, welding it up, and getting it good enough so that Mark and I don't even remember who he faced. I think it was Greg Excellent for the title, I think it was. No, it was Alexander James he was facing. So they could test out the ring and then immediately have the triple threat match right afterwards. After that match, Cody goes, normally I just take the money and run for the meet and greets and stuff, right? Because they do deals for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cody goes, instead, I'm giving every single dollar I made tonight back to Moose so he could buy another ring because I'd rather be working in a shitty fucking ring that breaks than in WWE.
He said that to the live crowd?
Yeah.
Well, he had to get himself over.
Well, of course. But that is a shoot. He actually did do that. And we did manage to get somebody to weld the ring.
Oh, he actually did give his money away back?
That was a shoot. That was not a work.
Oh.
He gave us every single dollar he made that day. And Moose was like, you don't really have to do this. I get your, whatever. No, he gave us all the money. And sure enough, it was enough for us to get the ring put back together and well enough so that we could have the ring for a good year and a half until we finally bought this one. So, yeah, it was a cool little thing that he did for us. It's one of the reasons why I'm always going to be a fan of Cody Rhodes, or Cody, last name unknown, depending on which promotion he's working for.
I know for a fact that he's not related to Moose iPhone.
No, he's not. Definitely not. Well, he might be sister-in-law.
Might be distant cousins. Oh, maybe.
No, sister-in-law.
Brother-in-law. Idiot.
Or brother-in-law. Whatever. You didn't look at his dick, did you? You don't know for sure.
As much as Brandy Rhodes is fucking gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah, I will say, yeah. So, one of the things I really didn't like about this match is that it was way too long.
So this was the match that
It was not the match.
Are you serious?
It was not the match.
I don't remember another match that took place after this besides the main event wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was 8 minutes longer than it should have been.
Probably because of the bullshit that fucking Eli Drake did at the beginning of it, but we'll get to there.
Yeah, we'll get there. It was 24 minutes long. Everything else was 10 to 15 minutes. They went 24 minutes. Where are we at here? So this is the second to last match on the card. It's really the dead match. When we talk about... Yeah, the dead zone spot.
The dead spot. Normally there's two dead spots in the show. The second match and then the match before the main event.
Right.
Are normally your two dead spots in the show.
So up to this point, had you been drinking a lot this night?
I did not. I had the one beer that I had outside.
Okay, so was Swarley
the one beer that he had outside?
Oh yeah. So in other words, nobody was drinking.
No.
So you're pretty clear for the vast majority of the show.
For the whole show. See how the one beer I had was like 3 hours because I showed up 3 hours early because I wanted to avoid fare traffic, which wasn't even there. So
yeah, there was
I love this spot. Love this spot right here. Moose is telling everybody, move. Why cut to that camera? So stupid. Don't understand
That's a dumb spot.
Moose is like, move. I'm going to throw him in the crowd. And he just throws him back into the ring. Fuck him. I mean, and he looks off the crowd. But at the same time, it's as a big mom.
Oh! He just fucking takes a shoot elbow to the face. So that's
and Moose grabbed his dick.
So if you don't know who that man is, go back to the 2CW Fancast. He's one of the mainstays on that show.
Speaking of getting hit in the dicks.
Wow. Hitski in the dickski. But yeah, this was it just seems like it went everywhere.
Oh shit!
Pounce period. We get the call from Josh Matthews. Pounce period. Motherfucker.
That's what he called it. Pounce period.
Pounce period. Which
like
is
fucking Monty Brown's fucking.
Yes.
Monty Brown's fucking pounce, but on the period. So it's supposed to make you bloody. Like, is that
No, that's what they originally called it. When Oh, God.
I've always heard it called the Pounce.
It is the Pounce. But when Mike Tenay called it, it was Pounce period. That's why it makes that. Yeah. Go back and listen to the old shows. It was one of those things where it's like, really? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, these fuckers beat the shit out of each other, but it seems like it's been okay.
Yeah, it's been.
And
choke
slam. Moose like, I gotta go this way. One.
That should have been the finish right there. I thought. Maybe I've just
the slingshot.
Yeah.
Crossbody.
Yeah.
Moose is going over. He was just in the main event of your last pay-per-view.
Fuck him. Can't even make a fucking title change.
Listen, don't diss Mr. iPhone like that, all right?
I want to point out that neither the X Division champion nor the World Champion is on this show. Or the Grand Champion, or whatever you want to call it. In fact, I don't think either one was on the other show either.
I know Moose was like that Grand Champion or whatever it was.
Matt Sydal.
Oh, Evan Bourne?
Yeah, Evan Bourne is the Grand Champion. Actually, they're doing some amazing things with him. They've turned him heel.
Oh, bicycle kick.
Right in the face.
Oh, punch to the dick. Not really. Yes, I called Moose's face a dick. Oh. 1, 2. Got the full Nelson slam there.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Or should we call it the
Bubble Bomb?
Coloss. I'm surprised.
Oh, the Coloss, yeah.
I
thought that was Cobra Clutch.
I'm surprised that I don't see any of the Singh brothers distracting Moose right now.
So I believe this is the finish, isn't it?
It's near the finish, yeah.
Okay.
He goes like this, as I know. He does the fucking iPhone spear. That's what it's going to be called now.
Go to hell! Yep. Go to hell. The Hell Driver.
He kicks out because you got to win with the iPhone spear.
Right. I think that the match really went too long.
This match?
Yeah, this is just...
It's just starting to pick up.
Well, it's the finish now, finally. They could have cut 4 minutes out.
Yeah, about 5 minutes. I agree with you. They probably should have cut 5 minutes out, but it got good.
It got good.
Here comes the iPhone 10. Oh, he's waiting for the iPhone 10.
Full Nelson driver.
And
the flare kick.
That was definitely between the mother and the fucker. Here comes the iPhone.
Okay, I'd like to sell on that. That was pretty nice.
And the iPhone wins it.
iPhone always wins it. This was 2 3/4 stars from this asshole. Said this was a pretty good match, although a bit too long for these two. Okay, well, there you go. It was better than expected and solid test run of Moose's new heel in-ring style, which has potential but lacks aggression to do it right now.
You've been calling him an asshole, but he's been like spot on.
Yeah, he has. Actually.
So, and there's the flare and the iPhone.
Drake monologues and bans Edwards kendo sticks in the match. Okay, so that's coming up.
Something happened. The fire alarm's going off here in Phelps, New York.
Oh, that means I should be hearing it.
You don't hear it?
Yep, I do hear it.
I was going to say. There it is, October 14th. New York City.
They're not really in...
They're in Queens. But here's the... I love how they show the woman and put betrayal.
God damn. And she's not even the fucking champion anymore. Tessa Blanchard. I think that she wasn't champion by the time the show came out.
I don't think she was. And there's Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. There you go.
But it wasn't possible tonight.
So that means he's got to wear the thong, right?
And then
Look at him! That is the fucking best. I'm putting over catering tonight because that is the fucking best food in the world.
Look how big he's got, man. Look at that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, guess what?
It's their pasta salad. Their pasta salad's bomb.
Yeah, it's all of the bomb. Everything is great.
I was looking forward to their pasta salad.
Ew! You motherfucker!
And he put it right back.
Yes! The Twinkie!
That's the best part.
The Twinkie?
Yeah.
Damn right. They're actually strawberry.
Oh my
Twinkies.
God, fat guy problems. Twinkie in the pasta salad.
That is a fat guy problem.
You'll die. No, but Brian and April's pasta salad is fucking mad good.
Yeah.
I'm glad it got a spot on the show.
Yes.
And you didn't.
If one of us, either
And
Sleazy
you-
or the catering, had to get a spot on the show, I would give it to the catering. Because it's over so much more than me.
And the fire alarm is off here, folks.
Good. Well, it's not this place going up, so that's good news.
You're so dedicated, even if it was, you'd still be doing this show.
You're damn right. That's how I roll. So, this is the main event, Eli Drake versus Eddie Edwards. It is... Wow. Now, I did come out for this. I actually am out in the crowd.
Yes, I know, because I saw you. I'm like, oh, look, there's Sleazy.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, you... On camera, though?
No, no.
Oh,
like,
you just saw me cross. Yeah, so funny...
I saw you...
Stupid funny story on that one. I came down thinking that the finish of the match was going to be soon so I could come over to talk to you. It wasn't. So I'm like, God damn it. And went back upstairs. And then the finish happened. And I'm like, oh, I'll just come down and see Swarley and Fatman. And they were gone! The motherfuckers booked it!
As soon as that 3 count hit, I'm like, we gone.
Jesus Christ. You couldn't have gotten out there faster.
First
Okay.
one's out, motherfucker.
Okay,
We were literally we were like the third people out the door, but we were like the first people out of that parking lot.
I don't doubt it.
And
I
you
don't
saw
doubt it.
it during my promo. That parking lot ain't fucking big.
No, it's
so,
not.
and there's only one way to get out. So
Okay, so I'm going to have to put one of our students over here now. So that kendo stick is not Eddie Edwards' kendo stick. Believe it or not. So we have a student named Bad Brad. Poor kid's working his way up into the business. Student of the 607 Strong Academy. Really cool dude. You know, he's just, you know, like he's barely a year in. And he's one of the guys that has kendo sticks. Because that's part of his gimmick. Well, Eddie didn't have a kendo stick with him. So I had to take poor Bad Brad across town to go get his kendo stick. And that is the kendo stick that you see in the ring now. Now, Brad is also a huge fan of Eddie Edwards. So this was like a fucking total markout
are you
moment for
kidding?
him.
Now my shit's buffering. Last match.
Really?
is
Last
buffering.
match?
Okay, now it's back on. So you're going to be probably a few seconds ahead of me.
Okay, well, it's fine. It's the last match now.
Yeah.
So yeah, this cane is like amazing now. It's like lore. This is Bad Brad's cane that Eddie Edwards used to destroy Eli Drake on a pay-per-view. It's amazing. And of course, like I said, it was a huge markout moment for him. I'm glad he got that moment. So
I hear Shane's enjoying the kendo stick.
yeah, Shane is loving the kendo stick.
Now, this is why this match kind of drug. He gets on the mic. Hold on. He'll get on the mic. He'll say some shit. The match will start, and then I'll proceed with that stuff now. But you know what I'm sad about?
What's that?
I may have to retire my package power driver shirt.
Really?
That shit, it's getting so many holes in it. Like, it's been good 6-year run, but
I've lost my
it may be
my
retired.
Zoo Enthusiast store. So they can both be retired together.
They may retire up to shirt heaven.
Yeah.
Or
Become
fire.
a pillow.
Or
Wow.
fire, but whatever it is,
Give or take, whatever.
And now mine's buffering again. Are you kidding me? Last fucking match of this shit's got a fucking buffer.
Yeah.
I'm okay, there it goes again. Motherfucker.
Okay, he's officially, on my thing, he just officially dropped the kendo stick.
And nope, he's kissing it now on mine.
Okay.
And it's probably about 30 seconds.
I wouldn't go that far.
And he
Maybe
just
10.
He just dropped it.
Okay. Yeah, so you're at like 10 seconds.
But 10, 15 seconds. But yeah, of course, last fucking match, this guy. Hey, it's better than when me and Ryan tried to do it, where we got halfway through and Ryan just fucking left. He said he dropped out. No, you fucking ended call, bitch.
You ended the call.
That did not say. It did not say call failed or nothing. You ended that call.
So, how do you like Eddie Edwards' new gimmick here? Basically, You don't like it? What the fuck was that?
The sigh?
He slapped him in the ass.
See, I'm getting 10 seconds behind, so I don't.
Wait for it. There it is. Right?
Nope.
Really?
Right there.
There you go.
Okay. I like my Eddie Edwards to be wrestling, not carrying a kendo stick.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta evolve. You gotta change your character to stay fresh. I understand that part, but
we're at the point in his career that I think he needs a change. So.
Oh, I would agree. Now Eli Drake's just saying that no ass slapping.
Yep.
Is illegal or else he'll get disqualified. Unless he does this a couple times during the match, which is probably why it went on it went over the time.
I'm okay with it, though. I mean, I thought it was funny. One thing I don't like is ass slapping.
The first couple times, but after like the second, the third or fourth time, it just got stupid. I was just like, just get the fucking match on with already. Come on.
Right. It makes sense.
And it makes the ref look fucking stupid as shit, too, because I understand it's Eli Drake, Night of the Dummies, but the ref's like, that wasn't in the... And it buffers again. Well, that's like, it's not in the contract, so there it goes. It's going again. I just don't... it just makes the ref look stupid, even though they're not... It doesn't matter if the ref's stupid or not, but it just... I don't know. It just fucking...
Yeah.
And it buffers again. Motherfucker.
So I was listening to the commentary at the beginning of this with Sanjay.
Yep. Keep going. Mine's froze, but just keep going.
Okay.
We'll finish it.
Okay, so while this was going on, the beginning of this match, I was in the back, and I was listening to Josh and Sanjay do the commentary for this match, and they can't keep it together. They really can't keep it together. They're laughing. They can't stop. And I'm hearing that in their actual commentary. So at least for this match, the commentary was legit. Shoot. So because they can't stop.
Mine's just frozen.
You're done for?
Mine's done. But we'll fuck our way through it. Oh, there it goes.
So if you want to shoot ahead about a minute, we probably can catch up to it.
Yeah, like it's gonna buffer that minute.
Yeah, well.
What time are you at? Give us a time. Give me a time.
I am at officially timestamp 2:20:55 now.
2:20:55.
Yeah. So I'm up to 2:21:05.
All right, I went to 2:21:50.
Okay, so when it buffers a couple of times, you'll be right on time now.
And it ain't doing shit.
Well, you got 30 seconds, so. So, am I out here by now?
What's going on now? I got 2:21:53.
He's doing shit in the ring.
What's your timestamp?
Oh, It's 2:21:37. So you're 20 seconds ahead.
I am 20 seconds. Well, we'll keep it that way. It's gonna fucking not. It'll keep buffering.
Right.
But
So Eddie Edwards was doing Snow Angels in the ring.
next time we do this, we should probably give you like timestamps too, just to.
Yeah.
Like that's what normal watch-alongs do, but we ain't fucking normal.
We ain't normal. We do this on our own.
And it buffers again like I thought it would. Okay.
Perfect. There is no Snow Angels allowed in this match.
I think he just said that. Eddie Edwards just wiped his brow. I'm at 2:22:36.
Okay, so you're actually still like 15 seconds ahead.
Okay, that's fine. So
where?
There's stalling. He's stalling and stalling and stalling, which just.
I get the comedy parts of it, but why? Why would you have a 25-minute match after stalling and so long?
Woo, chops. But.
Okay, officially, I think I'm out into the. I think so.
What?
We'll find out when Eli comes back around. He's playing with the stick.
Oh yeah, I'm way ahead of that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see if I'm actually on the camera side. So I'm in the corner.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm just watching the action now, just to see if you can see your fat ass.
Yeah, because I know.
By the way, that's right, because you were wearing a suit, and then when I saw you, you weren't wearing a suit, and I was like, that motherfucker changed.
Yeah, I did. But
Hard cam up now. Nope, didn't see. I see him either. I'm just sitting there, chilling, arm on the other chair, just watching the action.
Just chilling.
I am. That's really what I'm doing. Like, you just look at me. You got a stupid grin on my face. Just like, you'll see it. You're
just happy.
You'll see it. I'm just sitting there like, I couldn't catch you there. They saw for like a split second, but I couldn't catch you.
Okay. So one of the things that's cool about this building is the sound is really awesome. When you hear a pop, the thunder of the crowd is just really, really nice. It's one of the few times. Yeah, I don't think I was there yet. Maybe I was. I don't know. But anywho, I really enjoyed how the match sounded, physically sounded. The pops that everyone was getting was still pretty good, considering that, like I said, people were there for 5-6 hours almost.
Didn't Moose put in a new sound system too?
No.
No?
Those were the same speakers that we had.
So I thought he said something about how he's putting in a new sound system or something.
He will be.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, he hasn't done it yet, I don't believe. I take that back. The Legion may have. What about Snow Angels?
What?
Snow Angels are illegal in this match.
Yeah, because this was taped in August, because you really need Snow Angels. Oh, what a big boot! You'll get there.
I'll get there.
I'm surprised that it actually isn't buffering. I respected it will be. That's why I kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, he went for a dive and he hit him right in the head with a microphone. I think this is where the match actually starts picking up.
Right, because they stop. So I'm okay with some of this stuff, but it's just... What is the point out of all this?
After a while, it gets redundant.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Here's my question about this match, okay? Wow, he did light him up. It is Eddie Edwards, though, so that makes sense.
What do you question about this match?
My question is that if you're trying to make Eddie this new fucking, freak hardcore, lost his mind type gimmick, what was the point in the first half of this match? Or the first third? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
With him doing Snow Angels in the ring?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's lost his mind, that makes sense. But like,
But I mean, lost his mind is in like lost everything. Now I'm crazy angry. This is not crazy angry. This is I'm just fucking around. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I get it, but you are not there yet.
I just got the. He just did the.
No, as in like as I looked, you are not on camera yet.
Oh, okay.
At least I couldn't see you.
Yeah. Not that it matters. Do you know how many times we've gone through the years, going to wrestling shows, and usually it's sometimes we can see you, but I'm never on camera.
Bullshit! Freaking New Year's Revolution.
That was the only time.
Like one girl that had a fucking sign in my face the whole goddamn night.
Okay, I want to point out every Kevin's Weekend Escapades. They see you, and when he pans over, I'm turning away, or I'm not even there. Every fucking time.
He knows I'm the Hall of Famer, and you just a bitch.
Wow.
That's why. He already knows that.
Wow.
He knew it then, and he knows it now. That's why I'm going to be inducting him into the Hall of Fame, because he wants a Hall of Famer to induct him. Not a bitch like you.
You know, I'm inducting somebody into the Hall of Fame, too. Just not you.
I mean, I already self-inducted myself, so I don't even need your approval.
That may be true, but...
Ugh. So I think what really caused my back to hurt was those goddamn chairs I was sitting on.
Yeah.
No, but...
Months later, it's still having an issue.
No, I was having a little bit of issues before this because I thought I like pulled a muscle in my ass.
Yeah.
And then it started to burn, and I'm all like, muscles don't burn. And that's when I found out it was my sciatic nerve freaking out.
Yeah.
Hey, Snow Angels are illegal, but I guess Grab of the Hair isn't.
No, because it's his fucking show.
Oh, that's true.
And I am not there.
I told you.
Oh, yeah, because you're 20 seconds ahead.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, I forgot, okay?
You forgot you're an idiot?
I forgot that you were ahead. You dickhead.
I'm always ahead, motherfucker.
So,
Eddie's biting him.
So let me quickly talk about the Legion a little bit before we're done with the show.
Good neck break.
So one of the cool things about the Legion is they have super cheap but very, very good food. You know, normal stuff. The burgers, the hot dogs, the French fries, but stuff is super duper ridiculously cheap for what it is. And it's good quality food for it as well. It's pretty amazing.
And I'm buffering, so great. I love their hot dogs for some reason. They're good enough to where I don't need to put any condiments on it. I can just eat the hot dog. It has so much flavor to it.
Yes.
I don't know what they do to them or what they are. Probably just Zweigels, but it's really
probably good. They're amazing hot dogs, and they're always nice in there. They're always really cool.
All right, I am at 2:30:50.
So I'm now just 8 seconds behind you now.
Yeah, and I'm buffering again right now, so.
So I'll probably catch up in it right now.
And probably pass me.
So, I love the fact that we roped
He just grabbed a chair.
Okay, you are like a half a second ahead of me now.
All right, that's
almost perfect.
Okay. We won't be anymore.
Oh, Jesus. So I love the fact that we did a lot of the covering for the sides of the arena, so it wouldn't look any like post Legion-y was the term that was thrown around. And meanwhile, we're looking exactly at Legion Post 80, past commanders, right on the wall.
Well, how are you going to hide that? Like,
You're not.
so that's
You're
the
not.
point. Like,
It's funny. It's just a funny thought behind it.
and my pros at 22:30 with a woman looking at Eli Drake's package.
Wow. I'm 25 seconds ahead of you now.
Yeah, it's been buffering this whole goddamn time.
Wow. So, as you're coming on there, the announcer is actually a local Binghamton reporter.
He came up to me and Swarley in the parking lot, and he's all like, "Cool, guys tailgating." I'm like, "I'm the ring announcer for tonight." I'm like, "Good for you."
He's a nice dude.
No, he was
Really,
super
really
nice, but I'm all like,
Hi.
hey. And mine just going these 5-second buffers, 5-second clear, 5-second buck. Fuck Global Wrestling Network. This is why
this is a great promo for Global Wrestling Network.
This is why I got rid of you fucking months ago.
Wow.
This is the reason why. Every time I got either halfway through the show or more than halfway through, the shit fucking stops buffering.
Jeez.
And I'm hardwired in.
Okay, so 2:33 right now. I'm actually out for this now. I'm actually
I
back
see
there.
you. Mine buffered. I see you.
Good.
It stopped, and I see you with your shitty ass fucking trying to be amazing beard where you need a haircut, and you're stupid and you're trying to talk to a girl. You are talking to a girl. I'm looking right at you. And
Who was that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's so that is Rob Cook's wife.
Oh. And you got your stupid ass Toronto Blue Jays fucking hat on. You're sipping on a fucking Coke.
And
mine's just buffering when you looking. I think you're trying to look at me, but you're just awestruck about how great I am at everything.
yeah, no.
And that's perfect
That's
view.
definitely not what happens.
And I know that mine's just gonna. I'm just gonna shut mine off. Mine's just gonna keep buffering. It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'll go with you. But so I got nothing on my screen now except my background. On my
Well,
but,
we're just about to the end of this thing. We got 10 minutes left of the show. Let's.
It's not a wrestling show if there's not fucking some technical difficulty.
Of course not. That would be too easy. So I'm at the point where Eli's got a nice scoop slam on Eddie.
Did the cameraman bump happen yet?
No.
I thought that was fucking completely stupid too, because the cameraman no-sold the fucking bump also. Okay,
so one of the other things that I almost certainly going to talk about, because there was some 2CW lore that happened.
Yes, there was. Yes, and I really wish I had this fucking up now. Oh, but yes, it actually gets a 2CW chant.
Yes,
and so, I was kind of like, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like I get it why, but it kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Do you think that it was disrespectful to the fans to do it?
Yes.
Okay. I know Moose wasn't happy about it. I thought that Eddie brought a sense of local happiness from a long time ago. So 2CW used to run this building all the time. And Eddie was a big part of 2CW when he first started. And he was well known in the... so I think this is a backpack stunner spot, I think. No, he's not doing the backpack stunner spot. But anywho. So I think it was okay to have it happen, but so we haven't gotten to the spot yet. So I'll just talk about it now. One of the gentlemen that is a mainstay of the Legion has a prosthetic leg. And many times in the past, wrestlers have taken the leg and used it in matches as a foreign object. And this isn't just a heel thing. Faces do it, heels do it. Whoever gets it. Famously, Kevin Steen, or Kevin Owens, depending on how long you've known him, used it in a match by getting it from him, about to hit somebody with it, and then spitting on it, and then giving it back to the guy.
What I liked about it was when Eddie used it, he goes, he says, "There you are, my good friend," or old friend, or something like that. He made reference to that he's seen it before, which I thought was cool. But then I think that's at like the 2CW chant started, and I was like, oh, why?
Right. So once again, they do another bump on the side of the ring with no fucking pads. This is like the seventh or eighth time.
Is that the cameraman bump?
Use the leg. Okay, we're at the leg.
All right.
Oh, he's talking right into the camera.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize he was actually talking to the camera. So.
But there's a bump where the cameraman takes a bump and he's down for like 30 seconds and pops right back up.
I'm not sure that was it.
But.
Yeah.
I was like, but then they use they go behind the ref's back and use the leg, and I'm all like, shouldn't that be the ref taking that bump?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's very, very, very loud, that 2CW chant.
Yes. You didn't realize how loud that was?
Yeah. That was oof.
Loud. And they kept it in, didn't they? Because Impact's like, who the fuck is 2CW? But. Yeah. So what'd you feel about the...
What? Oh, he just hit the... Okay, I see. So, that is a terrible, terrible thing. So, the cameraman took the bump, as you're referencing earlier. But, what the fuck was that? It didn't look good at all, because you saw the shot of the cameraman going down from the cameraman's perspective.
And it was a terrible bump.
It was a terrible... Well, you didn't see the bump. All you see is the cameraman basically roll back, and that's it. So there's the leg use.
Yeah. Now
he's golf swinging.
Yep, and then the cameraman popped back up like 30 seconds later, and I was just like, what the fuck, really? Because probably got taken the headset, going I guarantee you that wasn't planned. Yeah. Because, again, they went overtime. So that wasn't planned. So Eddie probably just hey, just take this bump. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then he took the bump, and people in the truck probably what the fuck you down? We need another cameraman. Blah, 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 blah. Get the fuck up.
Yeah.
So it just looks awful. It's oh, your cameraman's no-selling a fucking forward object shot.
Right.
When in most cases, he would be out the whole night.
Right.
So it just didn't look good.
So they actually had some nice moments there where they actually cut to Eddie giving the leg back and being very face-like. So, we're about 2:40 now. We got about 4 minutes left of the actual match. I assume this is they cut it at the end of the match. What did you think about the match from a live perspective?
I liked it, but the thing is, that whole beginning just kind of just ruined it. You have to, one or two times is okay, but if it was
it's just over and over and over
it's
and over.
over, and it kind of ruins the flow of the match. And I get it, it's his show, but the whole time he did all these promos saying it was his show. So I mean,
you had to pay it off somehow. But I don't know how you pay it off other than that.
I mean, you can do it once or twice and be fine, but we did it 4 times? It was just that was too much. And then the match got going and it was good. Yeah. But
I mean, I'm okay with the match as a whole. I don't think that you weren't going to get anything more than an amazing match here because of the way it was booked. But I do believe that the match was still pretty nice. I don't know.
Oh, I agree. And except for the stupid-ass cameraman bump.
Yeah, the cameraman bump's stupid. And it served... Not only did it serve no purpose, but you didn't even get the visual of the ref bump. All you see is, from the other camera angle, you see the cameraman go down, but you don't actually see him go down. You only see the camera go up to the ceiling. Okay? And then the next cut is Eddie Edwards standing next to nobody because you can't see anything. Because it cut to the other cameraman on the other side. It was ridiculous.
It was poorly done.
It was definitely poorly done. Okay, so we're at the point where Eddie's doing the DDT onto the DDT on the chair, which I believe was the finish. Yeah,
I think so too.
So that's the finish of the match, and that was the end of the show. There's like 2 minutes left. I don't know what they're going to do in this 2 minutes.
Probably just do replays, have Eddie pose, and leave?
He's doing Snow Angels, so...
Okay. So it's Eli Drake's show, and he loses in the main event.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I thought it set up the whole thing set up to where he was obviously going to go over because it's his show, blah blah blah. And then he loses. I'm like, okay, 81, and then I left. I'm like, but I was thinking, I was talking to Swarley on the way back, and I was all like, why did he win though? Like, it wasn't even like, I don't know, but
you had to have a face win to send the
head to head, the crowd go home. But at the same time, I don't think they would care. Like, the whole show set up to be Eli Drake's show. Like, I think they were expecting him to win anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, whatever at this point. Eddie's posing with a kendo stick. Josh Matthews is signing off. They plug Xcite Wrestling.
Oh, did they?
They plugged Global Wrestling Network, which we had problems with, and then of course a Bound for Glory promo at the end. Okay, so I mean, at the end of the day, what were your thoughts about the show as a whole? We're pretty much done with the show. I'm exiting out.
It was a fun show live. I was remember I messaged you and I said I looked at the card. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna like this. But it was a fun show. It was a fun atmosphere and it was a fun show.
Do you believe that Xcite was done a service by running the show? Because let's be honest here.
What do you mean by a disservice or a service?
A service.
Like, how do you mean?
So, this show was co-promoted by us.
Mm-hmm.
We did all the ticketing. We did a lot of the promotion. When Impact did the promotion, they put their name all over it and not really ours. So, but it was very lightly promoted. We were the driving force for this show. Do you think it put Xcite and Xcite's talents over?
It gave them a bigger platform to be on.
Okay. I think that
they should have had at least one match, and this is biased, where an Xcite guy faced an Impact Wrestling guy. That didn't happen. It was Impact versus Impact and Xcite versus Xcite.
The closest that came to it was Dick Justice.
Yeah.
And Paul Ba. And honestly, it wasn't really that kind of match. It really wasn't.
No, I'm just saying that's what they should have done. Just to say that there's at least one guy on your show that can compete with one of ours.
Right.
That's probably the only thing I would have changed. At least one match like that. Eddie Edwards was Shankar. But
yeah, that would have been it right there.
But it is what it was. I mean, Xcite did the best they could with the matches that they were given, and the talent from Impact they were given. So
I want to be pretty open on this, and almost certainly Moose is going to elaborate on this. We really didn't book the card.
Right, and he kind of alluded to that when we interviewed him.
Right. So, I feel free in saying that we didn't book the cars Sanjay Dutt did. And that's fine. Great. Awesome. Would I have had the Heavenly Bodies on this show? Absolutely not.
Nope.
Would I have had KM? No.
I think his match was decent with Moose, so I would have kept that, but in hindsight.
Hindsight, obviously, 2020. I would have had somebody a little bit better in the Knockouts division. Come on, you had Allie sitting right there. You could have had fucking Pepper Parks on the show as well. That would have been an easy drive for both of them. They're both from Buffalo. Still live in Buffalo. So that could have been great, but they didn't do that. Team Tremendous was kind of an interesting call, too, because they really don't work Xcite shows. Why were they here? So the match kind of... Well, I loved the fact that they came. Don't get me wrong. It was just kind of a strange match to throw in there. Also, I wanted to read this. This was the last bit of the
review.
This guy's review. There's 2.5 stars for the main event. This was a solid but disappointing main event. The match really dragged as they played grab ass with Drake's special rules, which really added nothing to the match. They worked at an extremely lethargic pace, and it felt even longer than it was. Why these guys just couldn't go out and have a quality 15-minute match, I'll never know. It was more important to put over the gimmick of Drake's show, I guess.
I agree.
God damn it, he's spot on, too.
Yes, he is.
Fuck. He was spot on everywhere, too. But, I mean, so these were his ratings. 2 3/4 for the Jay Freddy match. Falaba and Dick Justice, 2-star. Slick, 2.5 star. Alicia Edwards, 1 star. Team Tremendous, 3-star. Street Fight was 3-star. Sean and Brute, 3-star. Moose was 2 3/4. Eddie Edwards was 2.5. So outside of the Alicia Edwards match, it was, like I said, between 2 and 3 stars for every single match. Do you agree with those ratings as a whole? Watching this back, obviously you really can't hit the main event as much, but
yeah, it was a solid show, but nothing stood out. I agree with that.
I'd agree with that, actually. Watching back the show, is there anything that jumped out or felt different watching this back versus being there live, in your opinion?
A better view of Rebel's ass.
How'd I know that was going to come up?
No, nothing really stood out. But sorry. The camera work definitely was terribly shot, terribly cut, which is not Xcite's fault. Other than that, that's probably it.
Sweet. Make it a point to go out and watch this show. Watch it along with us. If you've gotten to this far point and you've watched the entire show, please, send us a message right on our Facebook. Go to Twitter, add us at TWS Sleazy. For Fatman's at TWS Fatman, or the show at Sleazy Fatman. Let us know what your thoughts were on this show. We went through this entire show without plugging shopgear.com, so we have to do that right now, obviously. If you go through Amazon, through this shopgear.com link, it gives us a little bit back, and it also gets you wonderful Amazon swag at no extra charge, but you're helping us out. So everybody wins here. You get to support us, you get your Amazon swag, and everybody walks away happy. Anything else you want to plug, Fatman, before we go for tonight? This is a long episode, obviously.
No. I have a story for you off air about how I almost got into a road rage incident on the way back from the show.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah, I'll say that offline. Because if the person tries to find me, they'll probably try to kill me.
Jesus. Oh, God. Here we go. Well, that's it for tonight. So, for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening.
with one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game. The bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm the world gone sad.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.
Hey everyone, you like the music that you hear? Whether it's a background music on a commercial, a selection from either Brandon or myself on Football Talk Weekly, myself on TJCMS, or maybe the Turnbuckle Talk Radio podcast, folks, played a wrestling theme that you just dig and you want to hear over and over and over again. Well, I'll tell you what, Gear Network can hook you up with Amazon Music Unlimited 30-day free trial. You can listen to tens of millions of songs, any song, anywhere, with new releases from today's most popular artist. You can listen to it ad-free with unlimited skips. And the best part, the most awesome part, you can save that data if you're still on one of them tiered data plans like I am. You can download it for offline listening. Better yet, if you have Amazon Echo at home, because I know you do, you can just ask Alexa to play whatever song you want, and it'll do it for you, just like that. It's kind of crazy. After the 30-day trial, you're really going to like this. The price for this is amazing. $7.99 a month or $79 a year for an individual plan for Prime members, or $14.99 a month, $149 a year for a family plan for Prime members. Or if you just want to go with just the Echo, because you like the Echo, you have the Echo at your house, and you want to just do an Echo plan, hey, $3.99 a month. You can't go wrong there. If you're also a student, you get a discount as well. Head to GearNetwork.com. On the top bar, it says Support the Shows. Under Shop Amazon, you will find the Amazon Music Unlimited free trial link right there, and you can click that and sign up for a free 30-day trial of Amazon Music Unlimited. This podcast does receive a special bonus if you do sign up and use the 30 days, even if you don't keep it. So it helps us out tremendously. But if Amazon is not your thing as well, right to the left of Support the Shows is the donate button, and we accept PayPal in any denomination. As always, thank you for your likes, your shares, your listens, your support, your shopping through Amazon, your donates through PayPal on GearNetwork.com.